Hello, kindreds of the internet, and welcome to today's game of Vampire the Masquerade. This is going to be kind of a different mood, kind of a different game. It's going to be quite interesting, I hope. And yeah, before we get started, of course, just a little bit of announcements. Opening the sign up for the Horde Season 2 is up, so please join us. It's awesome. First game is already happening next week, so do not miss it. Quite a few of us are actually going to be there, so that's going to be quite fun and interesting. Yeah, so yeah, please come up. It's gonna be awesome.
And reminder that it's on a new day.
It is on a new day. Yeah, the schedule is going to change. It used to be on Saturday morning New Zealand time. It's now going to be on Sunday mornings New Zealand time still. Adjust accordingly, but thankfully all the social media will be right on time, and all the information will be there. And no, Chelsea, I was not making fun of the wrong post. Times are confusing, and we are in the middle.
What? Wrong post on the social media? That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
To be fair, we are in the middle of some, daylight savings, so that's normal. Don't pay attention to that.
Zone where everything changes.
Pretty much. Okay. Well, in that case, let's have a little round of introductions. Just the basic ones. Chelsea, who are you?
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I'm playing Evren the Malkavian.
All right, Kit, who you are?
Hi, I'm Kit, and I'm playing Sasha Morozov, and he is a very handsome, seductive man.
Indeed he is. Shanley.
Also a vampire.
So a vampire? Hello, I am Shauna Lee, and I will be playing Ares Walker the Ventru.
And finally, Mike.
Hello, I'm Mike, and I will be playing Seamus the Gangrel.
So we have all the accents today. That's gonna be fantastic. I will not do you the affront of trying one myself. This is not gonna work. Quick note before we get started. As you might imagine with this kind of game, there are a few content warnings happening. So quite obviously, blood. Some people might get hurt. Some people might get steamy with some, hot and sweaty. This could also happen. And overall, some mild body horror possibly. So just be careful about that. If this is not your cup of tea, then adjust accordingly. Now,
Kat is saying you're hard to hear, Lionel.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm trying to improve.
Okay.
Trying to, at the very least. I hope
Emily and I both on it.
I hope it's better now. Is it? Am I more hearable at the moment? I hope.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
something. That's something.
Wait, okay, Nick says.
Worst case scenario,
Yes.
people in the chat can just read my lips. That's okay. All right. So without further ado, let's jump in. Today is kind of a special day. Well, special night, really. It is New Year's Eve. And for many people, it's, fun occasion to have a little bit of fun. You respectively all got a letter addressed to each of you separately. The letter is in a very beautiful and nicely crafted envelope, and the letter within it has this sort of interesting gold star in the corner, and it reads: "The children of the Archangel request your presence. Come and partake of our beauty and grace as we hold a vigil on New Year's Eve. Doors open at 7 p.m. Refreshments will be provided. Please arrive in your best attire and stay to celebrate the midnight glorification of the new year." It has an address right in the middle of the city center. Now, I will assume that you would, go or at the very least, I hope. But my main question to you would be, what are you going to wear?
There's a tuxedo in my closet. Sure, there's many.
Okay.
Um,
What about the rest of you?
I will be wearing a black strapless gown with silver appliques on my shoulders. I will be wearing teardrop silver earrings and burgundy lipstick. My hair will be half up, half down, waterfall down the side. I will be the best looking person there.
All right. What about you, Evan?
She will have a corseted dress that goes down into, and it's black, goes down into black and pink tulle. Little skull earrings, and very dark makeup. Lots of black eyeliner.
All right. What about you, Seamus?
Seamus will be wearing his formal business suit. Sharp black, eyebrows plucked just neatly. He looks like he's ready for a company takeover.
All right. So now that your outfits are selected, is there any preparation you would like to do before the party? The doors open at 7 p.m. You still have a little bit of time ahead of you to, prepare yourself if you need.
Lead red rose in my lapel. Just little.
Okay.
I do have a question.
Yes, I'm listening.
The children of the Archangel, what does that mean?
What does that mean? That's a good question. Could you roll me, please?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
It so begins.
First roll.
I'm going to go with intelligence plus either occult or politics. Up to you.
Oh, baby. Intelligence and either occult or politics. Does it have anything to do with necromancy?
Not really, no.
Okay, politics it is.
3 successes.
Oh.
That is pretty
Success.
good. This is like the sort of like public name of that organization, but they are better known to those who are a little bit more in the know as the Nephilim. It is this sort of, somewhat religious cult, I would say. They're known in the city, they're not secret or whatever, but they're very well versed in blood cults, and apparently they worship the Methuselah Michael.
He's a pain in the ass. Okay, would we normally have business dealings with them?
Not really, no.
So it would be unusual that we've been invited to a party.
I mean, that you would be invited to a party, no, but to be invited
No.
by their party, I mean, you do know that they try to gather lots of people here and there, so it's not that surprising to be invited in their, home.
Okay.
It's just unexpected.
Okay. That is all.
That is all. Any other preparation? All right. In that case, the camera flash forwards towards the entrance of the place. And the building that stands before you right now is a far cry from the humble, modernist place that served the city for years. The children have fully transformed this former performing arts center into their holy ground. You see spotlights of golden light illuminating a neo-Gothic exterior. And if it weren't for the flashing light and thumping modern music within it, you almost think it's a cathedral. Before you see a booth manned by a masked figure in a cloak. There's a crowd around the booth. Some of the faces are kindred that you do know and recognize. Most of the others seem to be mortals. Beautiful people who just look like they just come out of, a influencer's social media page. you see another cloaked and masked figure come out of the building, and they look at you and start to wave and gesture for you to come to them.
Did we arrive as a group?
I would assume that at the very least you meet up before, but
Okay.
if you want to arrive separately, this is perfectly okay. Just let me know.
Let's see if we're in a group. Okay.
I'm fine with
That looks like who we need to go see.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Your volume is a little bit low. There you go.
Better.
When you arrive towards that figure, she's like, "Hi, I'm so happy that you managed to come. I'm Rebecca," and she starts to shake everyone's hand. What you can see pretty easily beyond the mask, and just by looking at her hand and the way she's shaking it and stuff, she's a Nosferatu.
Mm.
Yes, I'm very, very happy that you came. And by the way, let me tell you, that dress, absolutely gorgeous. This is fantastic. I have been assigned to your group to provide you with a little tour. This is a special service that we offer for gold stars. And yes, so if you would like to, follow me.
Lead the way.
Cool. She looks a little bit around, try to gesture to a few people to keep working, and she says, "Yeah, so you see, like every mortal here has got a bronze star. Many of the kindreds who are present have a silver star, but some of the most special kindreds got a gold star, such as yourself. So you're just like, guests of honor. So that's quite exciting. All right. Please.
You know what that gold star entails?
Oh, not really. This is just a sort of social status kind of thing, like that you were especially invited by our, leader. So I'm not exactly in the know of what got you so special, but I mean, if it's good for Thomas, it's good for me. So, yeah, yes, Thomas Visser. He's sort of the big kahuna around here,
Does he have any kind of? So this is just a sorry. Does he have any kind of business ventures or anything like that I would know of?
Give me an intelligence plus finance check.
One success.
Not that you know of. It seems like that doesn't seem to be like at least one of your business ventures.
Okay. So what you see here is Sterner Hall. That's the place that we have refurbished a little bit. Let me just show you around a little bit. She starts to lead you towards this very weird building, because with everything that has been built and rebuilt and changed, it feels like, a mix of several different buildings, old and new. It's very weird. Ugh.
She leads you towards an atrium.
Exactly how much like a cathedral does this look like?
I mean, there's not any, religious iconography, but
Not even to Michael?
Not even to Michael, actually. Right now, not that much. Where you are right now, not really. It's just the general look and feel when you are outside of it. Just gave this sort of, imposing building, like sort of like respected building, The only thing that did not feel very elegant was just the music inside, basically. She leads you towards this crowd of various people just mingling and drinking and, all kinds of people. You can sense a lot of mortals here and there. Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot of mortals. This is just our, our regular place, and we try to obey the Lex Angelorum, and that's why we keep a sort of a stable organization. And she continues to lead you towards the way. The atrium gives place to a nave that is having a raging party inside. So many people are dancing and sweating, and it is almost to the point of obnoxiousness. So, the rules that we try to follow here are fairly simple. We basically have 5 sort of, bullet points for the Lex Angelorum. Obey all superiors, reject wickedness and ugliness, never violate the sanctity of a temple, this is very important, never reveal the angels to the living, and bring everyone to the faith. To the faith, sorry. So
who are the superiors?
Oh well, the kindred that are a little bit higher in the hierarchy, the sons of Michael. And sorry, and she just like tried to avoid many people dancing. Let me tell you right now, the party just started, but later this is going to be slippery here. So just be careful and not to, have some problems here.
How crowded is it?
Very crowded, and you get the feeling that whatever your taste in Mortal is, you have a wide selection, very wide. If you of course would like to, dance, mingle, or have a snack later, just be my guest. I will just show you around a little bit, and then you're completely free to roam around. Yes.
Is she still giving us a tour, trying to navigate us through this area?
Yes.
Oh yeah. No. No. Seamus doesn't no. Is there any way he could try to get that suit up and just make a hole, make room?
Absolutely.
Trying to exude because he has that Bane, the flaws, the obvious predator, exude that predatory demeanor just to give us space.
Yeah, give me a charisma plus intimidation, please.
Sure.
Oh, that's good.
3 successes.
Yeah, needless to say that people make way. They, you have a way to go through them without any issue. This is no problem. And Rebecca is there. Oh, okay, that was efficient. Okay, try to. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but just try not to be a party pooper. This is a celebration today, So, but it's gonna go great. Sorry for the interruption. Please follow me. Thomas has made this place his haven, while their patron is protecting us from elsewhere in the world. So we just try to, keep everything afloat. You can see that some of the mortals are getting a little bit rowdy already. You already see a few drunk people, but angry drunk. There's a lot happening. This was the nave. We're going to go back through the atrium so I can show you the rest. And as she turns around, she just slams into another guy that was just running her direction. It was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize." And she just bows down a little bit. The guy is like, "Fuck, what's going on? Whoa, who are those?" "Oh, I'm just showing my special guests around, before the games." Yeah, okay, well, have fun. He hears voices shouting behind him, and shit. "Rebecca, you did not see me," and he just darts. And on the way, he just looks at you guys and say, "We talk later." And he sprints into a passageway that you did not even notice right away, just a space between spaces, and just starts to run away.
Do we recognize him?
Not really. That guy does not ring a bell. He is very, very obviously a kindred. From like he did not try in any way to hide his vampireness, but no idea who that is. I'm very sorry about
Rebecca,
that.
who was that?
Oh, that was Morgan. He's just one of the Nephilim's followers. He's a little bit higher in the Basilica than I am, so it's So
What are these games you're talking about?
Oh, the games. Well, how can I say that? Well, basically, part of having a good party is also to have some good entertainment, and there's going to be like a few fun things to do. But I don't want to, ruin and spoil the surprise. So you will discover them as you go around. So don't you worry. Okay.
Carry on.
Please follow me. She leads you back to the atrium. So basically, here's what's going on. There will be 4 trials. They will not be presented as such. There will just be, some stuff for you to do or not. It's up to you to discover them. And those who succeed in them will receive a prize.
I have not dressed for combat.
Oh no, not
Physical acts.
Do not worry. Like those like trials are just a little bit of everything. I'm not really in the know, to be completely honest. I'm quite low in the Basilica, so I don't get all the knowledge. But it's the theme of the night. But I really encourage you to just look around, discover it by yourselves, and enjoy the party most of all. And then make sure to be here when the clock strikes midnight, because then there's going to be this big, celebration.
In the atrium.
Yes, this will be there.
Okay.
In the meantime,
Yes.
our home is your home. You're welcome to go anywhere. What was that?
You said something about prizes.
Yes.
Do you have shiny gems?
The reward is something greater than money, greater than redemption, greater than our existence itself. It's... I cannot tell you more. I want to tell you more, but I can't right now. So
If it is going to be to pass on to some kind of higher power, I don't think any of us are interested.
I will not comment on that. I will just let you discover it by yourselves and just enjoy the party. I'm very, very extremely sorry. I will be here the whole night. It's just that right now I need to take care of another group of gold stars. So, have fun. Make sure to, enjoy the buffet, if I may say so. And yes, have a very good evening. And she just bows humbly and starts to make her way towards the entrance. It's like, welcome, Micah, we've been expecting you, and starts to go towards another group.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are we now wearing gold stars?
No.
Okay.
No, the gold stars were just on your invitation. They were
okay.
They were very neatly done, by the way. Like, comparing your invitations that you got, they were almost to the point exactly where, like in the same position, it's like extremely neatly done. So
Alright, when she leaves, I'm gonna turn to the group. So, what do you think we're really doing here?
I don't know. Praying to some fucking angel.
I'm not part of this community. Why am I gold star?
I don't know.
I am just happy to be out of the house today.
Oh, darling. Bless you.
They let me go out more when I get to go with you guys. I like you guys.
So
There seems to be more happening here than we are being told.
I don't know who this Thomas is. I thought perhaps it was a business venture, but
Mm.
I don't know, Thomas. And there's better things in life than money. Well, I've not actually lived.
Well, also, that Morgan,
Mhm.
A, to be higher up in any kind of organization and not have any manners, quite
Mhm.
disgusting. But more than that, he said he wanted to speak to us later.
Mhm.
Why?
Yes, my point exactly.
I'm annoyed.
I want to look around in the crowd and see, is there anybody I specifically recognize?
Give me a I'm gonna say a wits plus awareness, please. Two successes. Okay. At the moment, within the atrium, you do not notice anyone that you know. The only people that kind of stand out are this one guy that seems to be getting very angry and annoyed and, like, borderline aggressive, and a group
A human or a kindred?
that seems to be a human. To be that
Okay.
drunk, he's definitely immortal. You do see also a group of 3 people that seem to be uncomfortable, like not in their place, most of all. But these are the only people that really stand out right now.
Is this the kind of party that has servers going around with like champagne cups and
Yes, indeed.
canapes? I've already got champagne in my hand. Where did it come from? Who knows? It's gone. I've got another. Well, do we either discover these fantastic trials we're being subjected to, or do we go follow Morgan to the little hallway that seems to be kind of well hidden?
I would like to know what Morgan is up to, yes.
All right.
I would agree. But there is one other thing I wish to deal with first, and I would like to focus primarily on the one that's being getting aggressive drunk.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the place to do it. Are the people around him getting kind of annoyed with him?
Oh yes. Like, his rudeness threatens to escalate into harassment and borderline violence.
Yeah, no. Seamus will give me just a moment. We're as she said, she didn't want party poopers. Well,
Seamus, remember that we have several meetings this week.
we do have several meetings, I know. I will be right back. Don't worry. And Seamus is gonna make his way over there.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer, you start to... Kid, for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
As you get closer, you start to hear a little bit more of his ranting. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the fucking bar is dry now and we cannot even fucking get out. Do you think it's normal? Like, look at me. I'm somebody here. You bunch of nobodies want to keep me inside. What the fuck? He's getting very...
Yeah, Seamus is, excuse me, friend, and he's gonna, tighten the suit down, kind of play with his cufflinks a little bit. Someone of your stature must surely understand that throwing your name around means you don't actually have weight behind your name. And I'm gonna try and go with a veiled threat of someone that is high class and knows how the CEO business works and knows how to portray. Surely you know that there is a place and a time, and this isn't it. So let's take a short walk and take a breath.
So give me a manipulation plus intimidation with specialty.
Yep. Well,
Ooh,
ignore that first roll because
I will
didn't
ignore
have
that
the
first
specialty
roll.
added. All right.
It did not happen. You cannot prove that it happened.
4 successes. Oh, 1 on the hunger die though.
4 successes, nice. Yeah, it is not an issue considering the roll, really worked. The guy's like, hey, calm down. I did not, Yeah, let's have a talk. Like, you see, this guy knows that I'm important.
Shame's just gonna put his arm around his shoulder and pat him on the chest. Let's go this way.
Okay. Slow down there, buddy. It's you quite strong. You kind of hurting my shoulder, man.
He'll let off a little bit, but he's gonna keep. We're going this way. He's gonna grab one of those champagne flutes. Here, have another drink.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. I need to. Yeah, he starts to drink it, and he is so fucking smashed already. You feel that the party has barely begun. He's so smashed.
Seamus is just gonna try to find a place to set him down so he doesn't cause trouble. He's not gonna feed, he's just putting them out of the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and remember where he put them.
Okay.
Storing a snack for later.
You see that around the exits that are currently not letting anyone out, by the way. You see just some guards, some of them armed, some of them not. And they look at this guy. What has he done?
Oh, he's just had a little bit too much to drink. We're gonna let him sit for a little.
That's not true.
What he's done.
I hold my liquor very well. I'll let you know. I just need to sit down a bit. Yeah. And he's just like sits down. And you hear this
Relax,
very
friends.
faint snore coming from him.
Oh god.
The guard is just like winking at you and say, "We'll keep it warm for you, sir."
Appreciates it. And Seamus is gonna go back to the group.
All right.
There, see? No troubles.
Very nicely done, friend.
All right.
Yes, but armed guards at the door to not let anybody out. I'm going to, with my champagne, go to as Ares would. She acts like she belongs everywhere.
Mhm.
I'm going to go just briskly walk out the door, business boardroom walk, with purpose out the door.
Okay. They let you go through, which also starts to have this little bit of side effect, which is that people are getting angry that you guys are allowed to get out.
Are they letting only kindred in and out?
Can you give me a wits plus awareness, please?
Maybe?
You can try. You can definitely try. I believe in you.
Wits and awareness.
Yes. With 2 successes, you get the feeling that it's not specifically kindred that they let out. It's gold stars. Some kindreds are also being kept inside.
I fan myself a little and look around, look at the strange architecture. This used to be an arts center. And then I go back in very casually.
As you walk back in, and the rest of the party, you can see her coming back with her grace and elegantness that is so characteristic from her. Evern, I will be able to.
Okay.
You have this moment of blackout. You just have this flash, an image. It's hard to make out. It seems like a crypt, like dark stones, very cold, and then everything is back to normal. There is this coldness that you just felt.
She's going to open her eyes, like shake her head, and grab Seamus's hand.
This is familiar to us as we know her.
Oh, you are used
something
to
that we get
the everness
her
of
vision.
her. You're
Everness.
used to it by now. Yeah. This is not weird behavior to you anymore.
Okay.
Seamus will take the hand. Are you alright?
Storyteller, can I ask the premonition, did it feel like the coldness, the crypt, like I was someone there, or what was the sensation I got? Was it just like coldness and crypt, or like was it like being in someone's body there?
It felt like being, like looking through someone's eyes.
Okay. This is not where we need to be. There's a, what's those graveyards, but inside, and it's cold and stone. That's where we gotta be.
Like mausoleum?
Yeah, something like that. Not here.
Do we know such a place in the area?
Can you give me a... I'm gonna say... Again, wits and awareness, please. Three successes, damn. You guys are rolling like crazy today.
I know it's not a kit roll, but I'll take it.
Until it matters, we'll be rolling well.
And I'll get my 6-1. Yeah.
You... I mean... It's not necessarily like a place specifically in town that kind of like, you know, pops into your head. It's just that looking around, you feel that like they reconverted that place into sort of a sanctuary of a like you know, a temple of sorts. So odds are you would probably be able to find something in the realm of a crypt or a mausoleum within the grounds.
Okay.
We're free to move around as we see
Absolutely.
fit. It seems so.
It might be here, darling. Maybe we
could-
just need to go lower.
The hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Seems
that'd be.
like a good step.
You walking through the hallway a little bit, you see tons of little passageways here and there. You know, used to be doors or are now doors that were not back then. It's very intricate, but you have ways to go through many places within the building. Are you looking for something specific?
Stairs, elevator.
It seems to be all in one story, like one story high.
Ivern, do any of these doors give you a similar feeling from what you saw?
Anything feel familiar?
Would you like to try to openly get a feeling? If so, I will require a rouse check.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's do that.
Okay. Give me a rouse check. When you click on hunger.
Oh, on hunger. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry. All good.
Good.
You try to walk through this hallway and just like touch the doors, touch the openings, and just keep an open mind. You don't even look where you're going. You're being led by Seamus. No problem.
Running her hands along the walls as well.
Yeah. And as your finger just goes through this brick walls, at some point you feel a groove, a ridge in the wall, and you have this moment of a little bit of, you know, like you're taken aback, like you're feeling nervous, but like it's not you who's being nervous. Somebody is nervous nearby. That's the main feeling you get
Nice.
from this specific place. It seems that the like place that you notice in the wall is not super easy to go through. It's a quite narrow passageway. but you could.
And I activate Seen the Unseen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Can you just remind me what exactly you get to see with that? Just to be sure.
Whenever there's something supernatural hiding in plain sight, the storyteller makes a hidden roll of wits and aspects against a difficulty you get to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to make against a relevant
Okay.
roll.
In that case,
So
give
resolve an aspect or
me... Yeah, give me wits plus aspects, please.
okay.
Oh yeah, and if you to find the aspects thingy, you can wait. I think you can do like a custom roll for this.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure, but in your case, it's going to be like 3 dice for aspects. So if you want to do wits plus aspects, you can do, for instance, wits plus insight, and I will count that as since you have 3 dots too.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Works. Works.
Okay, 2 successes. You don't feel anything especially supernatural in this area. You do feel a presence, for sure, that is trying to very much, make themselves discreet, but nothing really supernatural.
Okay, nothing invisible.
Nothing invisible, no.
Okay. Okay. Still with her hands on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Something's nervous? The brick is nervous. Now that can't be right. This brick is nervous. It's this way?
Maybe
Well,
somebody who
let's-
passed by here was nervous. Lingering.
Morgan was being chased, it seemed like.
And Rebecca did not see him. You said that it was a narrow way to walk, so like not a full hallway,
Not a full hallway,
but it
no.
is
It's definitely
but it
a
is
passageway.
open.
It is open. It's just not really a place you normally look.
Ugh.
How well
know
lit is
how-
it down there?
Single file we can get through.
How what? I'm sorry.
Well lit is it?
Well, not that much. It's very dark.
Could I use Eyes of the Beast there to give the red gleam but see in the dark?
Yes, you can.
Uh,
Absolutely, you can. As you have seen him done before, you see his eyes start to have this like red glare, which makes him even more intimidating than he already is. It is quite surprising, but even after all this time, you like still get taken aback by it. You see a little bit better there. Could you give me, please, a wits and awareness, please?
oof. 1 success. Oh, no, 2.
2, actually. You see the faint shape of a man trying to like make himself like as flat as possible against the wall further down the way, I mean. And he's like unmoving, not even breathing. He's just like there.
How far down does the hallway go? Is this just like a hidey hole, or is there a way to keep going?
No, you could keep going. It seems, these sort of like in between walls, if it makes sense, like
Okay.
you get the feeling that with enough time, you could go anywhere in the house without even crossing anyone's path by going through these holes.
Would I fit down this way?
You could definitely try. That would probably be a dexterity plus athletics.
He's looking down.
Mm-hmm.
Ares, you'd probably fit better than me. And quietly, there's someone down there.
Oh.
So he is going to take off his suit jacket and offer it to Ares. I wouldn't want you to dirty your outfit. I know how important they are to you.
Yes. Well, I put it on. It does clash. I'm upset. But I wiggle down until I can at least see if somebody tries to move away from me. I drink. I do still have my champagne. And I go.
Okay. So give me a dexterity athletics, please.
Ugh, I'm not made for this.
This is basically my giving you a hot potato.
Apparently I am made for this. It's because I've been on a diet lately.
You see Ares just step one foot after the other with so much grace that even her dress does not touch any bit of the wall. It's almost like the wall is avoiding her. And you just walk one step at a time until you, even without, vision in the dark, you can now see the shape of a man.
Hello, dear.
Oh, shit. Hi. Enjoying the party?
Who is this? Can I tell? Is this Morgan?
Oh,
Or is
yeah.
this person?
That's Morgan.
Well, you said we were going to talk. I've come to talk.
Can you keep
Are
your,
they a friend?
keep your fucking
It's-
voice down? Holy shit.
It's who we're looking for, dear.
Hey, Garrett.
Hi. And he just waves. You can barely see the shape of a hand moving. It's like, now that we've just said hi, can we just keep our voices down? I would like to remain as inconspicuous as possible, please.
Well, as you can see, my compatriots and I don't really love squiggling down narrow ways, and I'm the only one who is able to get close enough to keep my voice low. Unfortunately, they're so very far away and do need to shout.
Me. Okay, just turn around. I will lead you somewhere. Go.
The opposite way?
No, you.
Or do
you,
they have to come?
No, you come back the way you came, and I will get us to a room that is a little bit more discreet. Does that work?
Fine, I drink more and I leave the way out.
You very distinctively hear the Jesus fuck, and he's just following by. The guy is quite, surprisingly agile for his, build. And he's like, oh, okay, guys, just follow me, follow me. And he leads you to another sort of corridor, and from then to a passageway, from then into a room that seems to have not been used for probably years.
In this time, I have given Seamus his jacket back, which is completely untouched, but now does smell like Black Opus by Yves Saint Laurent.
Yes.
Sasha will take Aries' empty champagne and give her his full one that he has not touched. Here you go, that one.
Thank you, my dear.
So we found him. Does that mean we get to hide?
Not yet.
Well,
Can't you tell? We are hiding.
actually, she might not be wrong. We should all hide at the moment. Please.
Okay.
Why?
So he's making sure, in the hallway, that nobody sees him. Because Thomas is fucking after me, and that's gonna end up very, very badly at some point. Can I get
When she got
Yeah?
told to hide, she's gonna activate Cloak of Shadows and just step back into a shadow and disappear.
Okay. None of you have any idea where Evan is. She just pulled out a Batman on you. She's not here.
There she goes again. Okay.
Could I get anyone to give me a manipulation and persuasion, please? One of you.
Happily. Oh, who wants to do it?
I got 3.
I
three
I
now.
could be swayed into intimidation if you so desire.
Ooh.
I got 4 in that manipulation.
I could go with 8. I could go 4 dice total if we manage to get the 9 dice if we manage to get the veiled threats.
Up to you.
I mean, I would have 6 dice,
Go
but I
for
don't think she's gonna talk from the shadows.
Right, yeah.
It's what is it again? Sorry, that we're.
That would be manipulation
Manipulation
and
and-
either persuasion or intimidation.
Yeah. Seamus, I bow to you, darling.
Seamus will kind of do his, he's finished adjusting his suit back on. Right, well, Thomas is after you, but he hasn't found you yet, whereas we have. So now it's time to talk and try to slip in that, we found you.
Yep, yeah, that
We're more
definitely
of a threat.
that
It
definitely
wasn't
works
that hard,
into
though.
a veiled threat. So roll me that dice.
I got
5
so many
successes.
dice.
Jesus. He's like, all right. So, the thing is, Thomas is not really the boss here. Albertine is. And,
I'll-
like, the thing is, Thomas was always being very salty because he was not technically one of Michael's descendant, whereas Albertine was. And so he started to get megalomaniac and felt that he could not, reach the heights of the Basilica and whatever the fuck that is. So he actually imprisoned her and pretended that she went somewhere else to just, deal with the shit that the Nephilim have to deal with. And in the meantime, talks in her name. But
Does the name Albertine ring a bell?
give me a I would say intelligence and occult, please.
Mm.
Doesn't really ring a bell.
Yeah. Not my area of expertise.
So yeah, that's the problem now is that I'm one of the last few people who knows about what he's done. And yeah, if that shit goes out, it's gonna end up bad for everyone.
And your proof?
I don't have any, that's the problem. And, given the fact that he's running after me and probably trying to dispose of me, it seems like Thomas would like to keep it that way. You haven't done any of the, sickly games or some shit, right? Like, none of the trials, like Trial of the Wicked, the Blades, nothing?
They
We're
wouldn't
not here
tell
for
us what they
games.
were.
Oh, they are such manipulative fucks. Basically, they try to, how can I say, get kindred, like mostly gold stars, like people who have potential, to try to act in the way that the Nephilim would do, just to make sure that they could join the ranks and, drink the blood of the Methuselah and shit. They're lunatics. I mean, I believe in the cause and
That's right,
stuff, but
that's
Thomas
right.
is an usurper.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me get this straight. You belong to a disgusting little religious cult, and you're saying, sure, I'm one of the disgusting little cultists, but I'm not as bad as the other one.
I mean, in a way, kinda.
Interesting.
But, it's... Here's the thing. We don't mean wrong, you know? It's just that this guy is such a fucking megalomaniac that he just took over, and he's starting to go so extreme that if the prince learns about it, I would not be surprised that he actually tears down the whole fucking hall, you know? I don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. This is not a good thing.
Are you saying he's going to expose us?
I don't think he will, because this goes against, you know, they're like fucking tenets, and he still needs to, you know, show good side, but, you know.
Is one of your tenants not always to obey the superiors?
Yeah, and that is the problem.
Surely locking one of them up does not go. So do you really think he's following all of the tenants?
Oh, no. I know that he's not. The only problem is that he needs to keep the appearance that he is. And at the moment, people do not know that he has Albertine locked away. I
That's
do.
a typical code. You follow the rules. I do what the fuck I want. That's not surprising.
Sure, whatever floats your boat, man, but, you know, it's... I mean, we are not, like, complete lunatics and zealots, alright? But the way that he's handling things with his delusions of grandeur, he is turning us into that. That's not okay.
Or do you have plan for solution?
Well, first step, survive. That would be a good thing, because I would not...
Oh, you're alive. You're survived. What's step 2?
Step 2, I'm trying to figure out where he fucking put Albertine. And maybe try to, like, get her out or something. What I'm very worried about is what he freaking has in mind for, you know, midnight.
Yes.
I'm not excited about that.
Are one of you gentlemen wearing a timepiece? What time is it now?
Seamus would always have a timepiece on him.
Yes, I'm sure I have.
It didn't go with my outfit.
Very expensive.
It is around 10 p.m. at this point.
We've been here for 3 hours?
Like, you know, time flies when you're having fun.
We did not show up at 7. That is
Let's-
ghost to show up
let's-
at that time.
You're right.
Let's
You're right.
be honest. You needed to
It
be
was
fashionably
8:30
late.
Yeah.
earliest.
You needed to be fashionably late in this.
Yes.
There's one thing you respect is fashion. So
Yes. Well,
and
seems we've found ourselves in a little pickle.
you see Morgan getting a little bit more worried and nervous right now. Like, where the fuck did your friend go?
Oh, don't worry, she's here.
Right. Oh my god. Right. Okay. It's just one of these kind of people. Sneaky ones.
Delightful question for you, my dear.
Uh-huh.
Thomas, anything we should come to expect from him? Perhaps he's one of those, as you so delicately put, or perhaps we could spill beans in front of him. I don't know.
What exactly do you mean by that?
I want you to tell us how to destroy him if we needed to.
Oh, well, he is well surrounded, for sure. I mean, if we find ways to expose the fact that he's, you know, a fraud, or that he's not even, you know, following his own, you know, rules, then, you know, he might lose enough influence for us to, you know, deal with that
So
guy.
if we could find Albertine.
That would be the best. I mean,
You
she's
have
the one
no
in
idea
charge
what
here.
she's doing.
Not really.
This building, does it have attic, basement? What is entirety of building?
Well, in the old administration offices in the back, they I think yeah, they put on like a chancel and there's like this big ass basement underneath. I mean,
Where is access
it's
to
just
that?
like the-
in offices?
sorry?
Where is access to that in offices?
Well, we would need to go through the transepts, perhaps. It's not that far off, actually. We would go, yeah, that way. It's usually, you know, these nice place and suites for important people and descendants of the, you know, the archangels and shit.
You have been there?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone down. It's just a fucking boiler room, but these you know, suites are very cozy.
Now, would a gold star be special enough, or are we not quite at that level yet?
I mean, yeah, you would definitely fit in. I mean, they made it very clear that all of you are, you know, welcome to roam around, and I think that it would actually, if anything, it would make them like you more. If you start to, like, you know, wherever you want, like you belong to the place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed. All right.
I cannot come with you though.
No, but Morgan, I do want to make something very clear to you.
Uh-huh.
If we help you with your little issue, you do owe us. You do know that, right?
Can you? That's nice. Can you give me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for this one, I would need either like manipulation or charisma, plus intimidation or persuasion. Up to you.
Yep. Oof.
You
Oh no.
That's the success.
you start to like just walk towards him and express how much he owes you. And as you get closer, you feel, you know, your fangs kind of getting out, and you're just getting that angry face on your, you know, visage. And as you get closer, he has this moment of recoil, and he just like starts to be extremely worried as you just get even closer and just lean against the wall and are just ever so close to his face. He is very terrified of you right now, but also in the nearby corridor, a mortal just saw you and starts to very frantically start to go away.
Can I chase
Fine.
that mortal?
You can. Sasha, could you give me a dexterity athletics, please?
My pleasure.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Critical win, yay!
Nice.
Yeah. The second that mortal starts to run away, you just booking behind him, and before he even notices, you are in front of him. It's like, oh my god. What are you doing?
Well, I got double success. I got 2 10s.
I couldn't hear you. Your sound was breaking off. What were you saying?
I got 2 10s. Does that, like, make it a messy?
It does not make it messy because none of the 10s were
Okay.
on your hunger die.
Okay, cool. I'm going to just try to be very flirtatious and, you sound like you're having fun with your friends.
You're very breaking off. I don't know if it's just
yeah,
me.
your sound is.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't know.
it's okay.
Trying to flirt
Flirt. Okay.
and tell him it was a play for
Okay.
later.
Well, this one is definitely going to be a manipulation, and I'm gonna say performance for the occasion.
Performance. Oh, this one. Okay, well. Possibly subterfuge?
Oh, subterfuge, absolutely. I didn't.
Seduction? Okay.
Oh, seduction or subterfuge, up to you.
Yeah, well, it's. Yeah, that's my.
Mm-hmm.
Seduction is my
Yeah.
special. I'm going to add my special T.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
4 successes.
Very good at flirting.
That guy is just like a play. Oh wow. Well, you can tell the lady that she's doing an awesome job. Hi.
Part of the midnight celebration. You understand?
Oh right.
We're in rehearsal.
Gotcha. Are you gonna be in it too, by any chance?
Yes, darling.
Oh well, I can't wait.
Get front row seat. I blow you kiss, okay?
Okay, yeah. I should go. I have no idea what I'm doing here, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. He just leaves.
Okay. I think that is handled.
Okay. Well, holy shit, you're an intense one. Fuck.
Yes, well, the business world needs intense sometimes. Now, this wall is filthy. You should probably do better to cleaning. These suites, where will we find them?
So, you go through the nave, last door on the left, continue straight, you're there.
Okay. Remember, Morgan. Well,
How could I forget? Jeez. If I could pee myself, I would have.
At
that
that
would be
moment,
disgusting.
Yes.
Everin's gonna jump out of her shadow and go, boo!
What the actual fuck is wrong with you? He says like,
Nice head!
and you see this
I win.
very weird moment of instinctively grabbing his heart like that, but it's not beating anymore, but it's just this sort of old reflex that never went away. It's like, holy fuck, you're creepy. Okay, well, I will be hiding. You do your thing, but for everything that is good and pure, please just don't fuck this up. Trusting you on this one. He just looks in the corridor and just shoop 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 goes through one of the passages and vanishes.
Ares is gonna pat Seamus on the shoulder and say, "Look, a cult for a business partner. Have fun."
Should be easy to gain more financial backing from the cult.
Nobody can ever say I am not the best consultant that they've ever seen. So, sweets. Should we go to through the nave to the last door on the left?
All right. As you go through the nave, you see that the party has, escalated, to say the least. When Rebecca said he was gonna get slippery, she meant it. Drugs and blood are flowing. You could very distinctively see a couple of people fucking at the view of everyone. It is becoming extremely bacchanalian. It's weird. Could I just get, please, Ares, to give me a wits and awareness, please?
I'm going to judge the positions of people. That's interesting.
Sasha, eyes
What?
up.
What?
Come on.
Sorry. You're never too old to learn, darling.
So, wits and awareness, please, for Ares. Yes.
Oreo.
And awareness.
Okay. Okay. As you walk around, you just like try to avoid as many as those, sweaty people as possible. It's disgusting and absolutely, raunchy in all the bad ways. But in the midst of all those people who are, getting drugs and getting sex and getting alcohol and all these kind of things, there's still a few people who are just dancing and enjoying the party, including Sally.
What?
What?
Oh, hey, boss. Hi. How you? Hey, I didn't know you were coming to the party. That's awesome.
I distinctly remember giving you like 13 reports this evening.
Yeah, and I got done so fucking fast because I'm super efficient, and this is why you pay me the big bucks. And you can see that her pupils are so heavily dilated.
Sally,
Yeah, boss.
if I subjected you to a random drug test tomorrow, are you going to be fine?
I mean, I might take a PTO tomorrow then.
You probably should, Sally. Anyways, who invited you?
I don't know, I just got this, nice letter in the post.
I want to see the color of the star on her
Bronze.
thing.
Mm.
She can't leave. Sally, are you having fun, my dear?
So much fun, boss. I mean, 3 people hit on me already, and they don't usually hit on me, so that's awesome. And I got this just amazing M&Ms that just tasted like fucking rainbow. It was just amazing. I'm having the best time, man. Sorry, boss.
Yeah.
She's just looking everywhere with like she would see butterflies floating around your head at this point.
Is this a butterfly?
Okay.
You
Sally, you
yeah
need to
yeah.
stay out of trouble this evening.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm not a trouble kind of girl, you know that.
And if anybody were to weirdly ask you, oh, who do you belong to? That's a weird way. This party is a theme. You belong to me. Just remember that, okay?
I mean, I kind of do, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I do help you pay your mortgage. So,
Yeah.
just remember to use my name if anybody were to ask a weird question like that.
Not a problem, boss. I belong
And remember
to
your-
Aries Walker.
Exactly, a gold star.
Like a gold star. I have no idea what the fuck that means, boss. You're so funny.
It's the theme, it's so silly.
It is. I'm having so
Okay.
much fun.
I kiss my fingers and tap the top of her head, and I rejoin the group, and I say, we better fucking hurry up.
While that was happening, Sasha, there is this guy, while the conversation was happening, that just arrives next to you. He's like, is she picking her next dessert?
Do I recognize the person?
Never seen him before. He is tall, quite handsome,
Kindred?
mid-shoulder hair. Hard to say in that light.
Oh. Oh, that is a co-worker of hers of some sort, I think.
Really? Co-worker? Huh. Well, that's an unfortunate place to be. This is not where you want to see your work relations. Am I right? Sorry, my apologies. And he just bows in a very exaggerated fashion. My name's Freddy. Very nice to meet you.
Freddy.
What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha. Like your accent, man. Very
thank you.
exotic. So, Sasha, tell me. And he just looks at the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
See anything you fancy?
There was one morsel I put aside earlier, and I'll see if I can find the guy in the hallway.
The
And
guy
if I
is,
see him, I'll just like,
he's currently just, hanging out at the bar at the moment.
Yes,
He's
on the menu for later, possibly.
Well, if I may, because, this place is a little bit more refined than your usual, let's call it hunting grounds, Don't you think that just using your fangs like that is just the equivalent for mortals to just eat with their fingers, isn't it?
So, it's not normal for kindred that you don't know to just be, talking about...
Not really, no, especially not in the middle of mortals.
Yeah, so... Your conversation is very quaint. However, I do not think appropriate.
Aw. What exactly are you afraid of? That they will tell anyone? Come on. Look at them. Half of them...
I do not know you, sir, and this is
Well,
very awkward for me.
Let me just give you an oversight of what you have in front of you right now. Half of them are like possible children, future children. The other half is just possible snacks. None of them are an issue. And this is why I like to come here and enjoy the fine parties. You can talk freely and have fun freely, and that's why this guy over there is just digging into that person's neck without any concern. He's having so much fun. Aren't you, buddy? Yeah, keep drinking. And I just felt that you lot seemed a little bit, pardon the word, uptight. You should relax.
This is our first party of this type.
It is. I really hope it's not gonna
Rebecca was not very forthcoming with details. You understand?
Well, with all due respect, Rebecca is kind of low tier. You know what I mean? We do accept all kindreds of all horizons within our midst, but I mean, come on,
So you are higher up in the echelon.
Oh
in
yes,
Archangel.
absolutely. I am. Well, it's hard
Close
to
to
be.
Thomas, perhaps?
Oh, close. I wouldn't go that far. I'm very devoted to Thomas for sure, but can one really be close to Thomas? I don't know.
I don't know. Is he here at the moment?
Oh, he is. He's probably enjoying a nice meal in the suites. But, if, you seem like someone with values and with common sense. So you know what? Just as a gift for a newcomer, let me give you something. And he hands you this sort of cloth that has something within it. Seems metallic. As you open the cloth, you see a knife. Looks silver. If you're having a snack today, use that. It's gonna be way more refined, trust me.
And do I know of any lore of silver and snacking, if that makes any change to the...
Give me an intelligence and occult.
Not good at the code. Oh no!
All good, all good. It's still one success.
I know, but it's a hunger die.
That's not a problem. You're not in a
good,
situation that is problematic at the moment.
Okay. I'm so used to being problematic.
That's true. That's true. I would say, for those who are watching the stream today, that Kate is the only one who I saw manage to do a roll with 6 dice. All of them were ones.
Oh,
All of them. We still have the
Yeah.
screenshot
Oh,
to
no.
this day.
I saw the screenshot. Yep.
Anywho,
Yep. I went a bit feral.
a little bit. So anywho, no, there's nothing that really pops out in your memory about something wrong with silver. Like there are some old folklore and stuff, but nothing too problematic. And
Okay.
nothing for sure that says that it would make the food taste better. But
Yeah.
he seems
I'll
convinced
just
at least.
tuck it in the breast pocket.
He just taps your breast pocket and say, "You do that. I'm going to."
What was this guy's name?
Freddy.
Freddy.
I'm going to continue my perusing. I'm still browsing to see who I would like to, get my teeth into. Anywho,
Enjoy the party, Freddy.
you have
It was
the
very nice
most
to meet you.
have the most beautiful night, and possibly see you at the celebration at midnight.
I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. And he leads with a grace that you only have seen with Ares, to be honest. He's very elegant.
Couldn't tell he was kindred. So like the older one is, the harder it is to discern. Is that?
It's not necessarily that. It's just that there's not really, a very distinctive sign that you are dead, that you are a kindred. You are usually pale, colder, and stuff like that. But with the lines shining everywhere and the whole music, it's hard to figure out. But judging by the conversation, you get the feeling that he's definitely kindred.
Yeah. But I was just wondering why I couldn't tell. Like, if he was maybe a daywalker or something, he could, anyway.
By that time, Ares comes back.
Oh, we need to hurry up. Because I don't think that this is great. And also, why is a little human connected to me here?
Well, I imagine before they sent out invitations, they probably did a little bit of research.
Yes, I think it's a threat.
Yeah, feels like it could be some leverage they want for you. I'm gonna recap the conversation I had with Freddy and show the others the knife.
Interesting.
Keep it in your jacket.
But Thomas may be down in the suites. That's...
Well, if that's where
we're
all
headed.
of the those who are important are, then we should be there.
That we should.
Okay. So you continue past the nave towards the transepts and start walking and continuing. The sounds of the party get a little bit lower, and you continue looking around. As you get there, you reach the north wing. You can see that quite an excited crowd is gathering there. You can see Rebecca on the side. She's just looking at you guys and says, "Oh, hi, hello. Would you like to come share a meal with us? We were just about to get started."
Oh, I wasn't aware this was a group activity.
I mean,
I prefer private meals, personally.
I understand, don't worry. What you can see is that the crowd seems to be heading towards a smaller room. You specifically, hold on. Yeah, Evern, you specifically, as they open the door to get inside, something catches your eye. A lot of, religious imagery on the wall. You can see like crosses, what used to have been a stained glass. They are just smeared on the mirror in dried blood, just like, some symbols here and there.
Is that where you like to feed?
Well, it all depends, but like right now, Thomas is having sort of like a special meal today, so we wanted to make it extra special.
And that room is extra special?
I mean, any room is special if you make it. Would you like to come see more?
I'm not a fan
No.
of the decor, honestly.
Well, not to worry. In any case, we will be eating, so, take your time. And see you around, I guess. Bye.
When she peeked in,
Yes.
were there people in there?
Yes. You saw.
Um,
You saw from what you saw through the open door. The crowd seemed to have gathered into a circle, looking at something
Okay.
in the middle of the room. You couldn't see what though.
Can I share the sense with just one individual that I saw in there? And I would be sharing sight and hearing.
All right. Does that require a rouse check? I don't remember.
It sure does.
It sure does. Rouse that blood.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Nice. You see a lot of people gathering. They all seem to be excited. You can see people just seem to be waiting for something. You see one guy that seems important. Seems to be grander than the rest. He holds himself, head high. And right now you're only sharing his sight, I believe, like the person's sight. So you cannot really make out any of the things they say, but
It does say I can decide whether.
you can
Oh,
decide.
it says only. Oh, it does say one.
Yes.
Oh no, it says one, some, or all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I can do, sight and sound.
Okay.
It does look like there is a check though.
There is a check. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What is it against? Tell me.
It says resolve an aspects at difficulty 3, and the difficulty can go up and down depending on distraction, distance, and other factors you
All right.
decide upon.
So roll me that roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do insight again because aspects is a weird thing.
Yes.
What did I say? Resolve.
Lord. Okay.
That's 4.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. You do get to basically come into that person's head. And for all of you watching at this point, you can see Evern starts to just her head slumps down a little bit. She closes her eyes. You instinctively kind of grab her just so she doesn't fall.
Seamus has got her right.
Yeah, you know the drill at this point. You see those people gathering yeah, this is gonna be it, man. That's one of the trials. They call that the Heavenly Supper. It's gonna be awesome. What are they fucking waiting for? Oh, they're waiting for the right meal. Interesting. And they're like, shh, he's about to talk. And the guy, standing very tall, just gets up and say, our supper is going to arrive very soon. Please wait with us. It's not going to be long. But you will get to choose. Shall that person be honored as a sacrifice? Or shall he become a child? One of us. This will be for you all to decide. And everybody's just cheering, yeah, incredible. People are entranced completely. And through a back door, you can see a couple of guards just bringing in this sort of drunk person, completely, stoned, just happy to be here, and just looking at everyone, and looks at that tall guy like she would see butterflies above his head.
Yeah, she'll come back into herself. We'd be aware on like there's strict rules on turning people, correct?
Yes. This is a big no-no without approval of the prince.
Right. They're feeding on someone in there, and they might turn them. We need to burn it all down.
Mostly stone,
Well,
my dear.
Freddy was saying that half of mortals are males and the other half are potential children. So I think this is maybe
They are
something
cheering.
Mm-hmm.
They get to decide whether they kill him or turn him.
As a note, you have seen that person before.
Okay.
Yes. The last time you saw that guy, he seemed very intimidated by Seamus over there.
They're taking my meal, those fuckers.
Got them all marinated and everything.
Right, so they're breaking the rules that we need to follow. So we can continue to do the hard work and deal with the process, or why don't we just report it ourselves that they're breaking these rules and let those that are higher up and get paid to deal with this handle it?
Would we? This is such a weird question.
I love
would
those.
I have the phone number of a superior?
Security.
First of all,
Secure manager.
So first of all, you would not, because
Okay.
The prince and their his entourage is not really someone that is easily reachable. Second of all, being part of the Camarilla, even having a phone is kind of frowned upon. It's not complete.
We do it for blending into society.
Yes, but as much as it is interesting to blend in with society, what the Camarilla hates is that there has been an inquisition that happened because some smart hunter humans hacked everything and started, decimating the whole kindred population. So as much as the Anarchs don't give a shit and they trust, people to use their smartphones smartly, the Camarilla is not at all about that. So exchange of phone numbers is not really a thing.
Okay. How do you suppose that we're going to tell somebody?
Well, I'm
But
sure.
by the way, could all of you, please and thank you, give me a wits and awareness check? All of you.
Whoops.
Okay. Two
Oh,
successes,
my-
one success. Ooh, messy critical. Okay. Aries.
Yeah.
Like,
Just getting messy, Aries.
yeah. Like, all of you are like starting to notice something as Aries is, talking about having a phone call and stuff. You start to just tap your pockets and stuff and realize that after the security check, when you got in, they handed you back your jacket, bags, what have you, but not your phones. And Aries, this puts you in a fucking rage. Nobody ever touches your phone.
How did they even get it off of me? It was practically glued to my body. My God.
They swapped it for a drink, Aries. Fuck.
Are there other doors around us?
Yes. They are currently closed, but you can.
Everyone's gonna start trying doors to see if she can go in and find flammable things.
Okay. Interesting. Can you give me... I'm sorry, I'm still like a little bit, wobbly on that. This will probably be either wits awareness or yeah, definitely wits awareness. Or in your case, you can even use resolve if you want, considering your, you know.
Oh, ignore that. Do you want wits resolve then?
No, I would say like resolve awareness
Okay.
instead of
Yeah,
wits
I will
awareness.
do
Up
that.
to you.
That's lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes. Okay. You start opening doors frantically, and not a lot of very flammable things. What you find, however, in one of the rooms are 3 people that are just talking in one room, but the moment you open the door, they appeared extremely uncomfortable. Just, oh, hi. Sorry. Are we not supposed to be here?
Have you seen any curtains, paper, gasoline?
Curtains, yeah, there's tons of them. Gasoline, I don't think so.
Scavenger hunt.
What?
Are these the same 3 people who were uncomfortable on dance floor?
They seem to be, yeah.
Are there curtains in this room? She's not
In this room, no. It seems to be more like a broom closet more than anything.
You're not very helpful, are you? And she just turns around and leaves.
I'm sorry. Door slams.
James, Ivern, I understand the need and desire to stop this, but we need to be a little less obvious. Breathe for
Wait,
just a moment.
All the rooms down here, and they are in broom closets?
Sorry?
Yep. No, I'm saying to my group, all the rooms down here, and they are in broom closets. That's
Also, they were
Yeah.
very icked out by something earlier. They've been uncomfortable the whole time. Timepiece check. What is it?
Oh, you're nearing 11.
okay.
Okay. Do you
You
think
don't
he's
talk
going-
in broom closets?
Not when there's better options, no.
I open the broom closet.
And
Seamus is gonna stand behind Ares, just kind of that.
you see that they instantly straighten up. And like, we were just about to get out. Don't worry, we're just about to get out.
No, I think you're staying for just another moment.
Okay.
Who are you?
So, can you give me a manipulation intimidation? or charisma intimidation in that case. Works too. 3 successes. Okay. They start to like step back a few steps and it's like, okay, so we don't want any trouble with y'all. Just so you know, we are not here to cause a ruckus. We're just in the wrong place in the wrong time. Okay.
That
How? You see that?
I did ask a very specific question, which you don't seem to be answering.
Sorry. I'm Frank. This is Christine, and that guy over there is Sammy. Hi. Okay, so the reason we're here is that our friend Emilio got here, and we think he might be in trouble, and we want to try to get him out. And yeah, and
Is he the angry drunk one?
oh no, he never touched a drop of alcohol in his life. No, that's not his style. Don't worry.
I describe the angry drunk one.
You know what? That does look like him. That is that is very worrisome.
Okay. Am I getting the sense that these are human people?
Uh,
Mortal people?
Give me. Well, you don't really need to do a check for that. That they are doing something that you are not used to is sweating. They are sweating profusely at this point. They are definitely mortals. But Can you give me, please, wits and insight, please?
And insight.
There is something off about their demeanor. You cannot put your finger on it just at first, but it seems like part of their nervousness is not exactly what you would expect. They do seem to be like straightforward when they say they're in over their head, but they're hiding something.
Yeah.
Do you know what this party is?
I mean, we got the feeling. We like, you know, it takes a couple of people to, you know, after you've seen a couple of people just eating each other's necks, you kind of get the feeling what kind of party this is. So yeah, we're kind of aware of that. There's a very audible gulp.
Right.
So I think, like, considering that, you understand why we want to really get our friends out of here.
And you were given invitations to this party.
Not in the sense that we would have been invited, that maybe we invited ourselves. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Emilio got invited. We were not. But you know, when you see a group of Instagram models all in a pack of like 10 of them, kind of easy to slip by, you know. So we kind of got in, tried to figure out a way to get Emilio out, and we are fucking stuck.
Okay. I am going to close the gap between the one that keeps doing all the talking,
That would be Frank.
which Frank. And I'm gonna run my fingers up his chest. I cannot stress enough, very good looking. I spent a lot of points to be this hot. And I'm gonna do that thing where I like touch the hair at his neck right there. And I'm gonna be like, Frank, dear, I can tell you're hiding something from me, and we can't help you if we don't have all the information. So perhaps you could let us in on the know, and we'll see what we can do for you.
You're going to rat us out to Thomas, aren't you?
I couldn't give two shits about Thomas.
Give me a manipulation persuasion, please.
Okay. Persuasion.
Ooh. You're not on his side?
Do I look like I'm on his side, dear?
You look like you have pretty sharp fangs, so at the moment, I'm not really sure whose side you're on, if you don't mind me saying.
I'm on my own side.
He turns
Now, do you want Emilio out or not?
He turns to Christine and Sammy, and they're just like, okay, so let me preface this by saying that we don't have anything against you lot, you four, okay? Our beef is with Thomas. Is that very, very clear in everyone's mind before I continue, please?
Everybody into the broom closet. Shut the door behind you.
That
Feel
is
very
fine.
close to you all.
How
They-
do you know about Thomas?
This is sort of our job. So we kind of... Okay, there's no way to say it in a way that is not gonna make us look like assholes, but we're hunters, okay?
Yes, I think we all caught on to that. Yeah.
We are part of the Society of Leopold, and we were not really, how can I say? We were supposed to be Father Diego Molina's eyes in the city, but like Emilio got a little bit too close to, the children and started. He just vanished and got sucked into that shit. So we were supposed to just leave him be, but we kind of disobeyed Father Molina's and went to try to get our friend. We're not sure exactly what the fuck Thomas is preparing for midnight, but we get the feeling that he's going to be kind of sacrificey, and that does not bode well for Hunter. So
how well equipped are you? You seem not so much here hiding in broom closet. Do you have weapons? Do you have a plan?
I mean, and he just turns to a couple of broken brooms on the side. I mean, we got to make some makeshift stakes, but the thing is, security at the entrance was kind of tight. The only way to get in unnoticed was to, go in blank. And so right now, all we have is our, expertise.
Right.
Could everyone put together that the sacrifice in that room was Emilio?
Yeah, that seems to match.
We're doing a lot of talking, considering your friend might be being eaten right now in that room.
Like right now?
Yes. Well,
We
Soon.
potentially.
There was time,
Closer to midnight.
and it was eaten and turned, or eaten and killed.
none of those options work. Fuck. Shit. Guys, what do we do?
Right, well, I see before us two options. One, frankly, and I can't speak for my compatriots, but I don't give a shit whether a hunter is eaten and turned or eaten and killed, because frankly,
No
he's a hunter.
offense.
No offense, but if we are speaking plainly, we should speak plainly. However, I do see an opportunity before us. You are the eyes and ears of your father there, and we could potentially benefit from each other's support. And he's just kind of like fiddling around and imposing his, presence. So I see that we can either help your friend and then you owe us, or we can turn all of you over and then they owe us. Which one sounds like a better business deal?
I would say before you ask that this is definitely a good veiled threat. So you can definitely add your specialty. That's gonna be
I'd also like to.
manipulation and intimidation.
We're in a broom closet. I was already up on Frank, and so you're behind me. I'm sandwiched
I'm just kind of like
between both of you.
I'm
Like,
just kind of reaching.
so the no offense is
No
nose to
move
nose.
around.
Like, no offense.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
But
4
you-
successes.
But you're good. You're doing good. Well, I mean, we don't really have a choice, do we? On the other hand, we cannot really getting the guns blazing, especially considering we don't have guns. What exactly are you
That would help
suggesting?
you very much. Yes.
I have something else I could try. I need you three to stay in this closet. The rest of all of my friends, could you please come with me? I need to run an idea by you before I do it. Oh, yes, Avern.
Option 3, we burn it all down.
I think that option's coming very soon, Avern.
We're keeping it in the mix. Yes, that is option. And I will leave the broom closet.
We'll turn around and skip out of the broom closet.
I love
They,
I love your energy.
the three,
Justin, today.
the three hunters are also like kind of gathering in a corner inside the broom closet as all of you get out and starts to convene as well.
Yeah, so shut the door, and Seamus leans up against it. So I do have a question for Storyteller.
Yeah. Are there still people in this hallway here? We don't want to.
Nobody at the moment.
Okay.
I can
So-
I'll also activate Sense the Unseen to make sure there's no one being sneaky about.
Mm.
Does that require a rouse check?
No, it's free.
It's free.
Woo!
Okay. You.
But you can make if there's someone there, they can make a roll and then I roll against it.
Okay. There is nobody in that hallway at the moment.
Cool.
And there
And
is
it
enough.
is technically it's technically a passive, so it can just stay.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
So I do have a question for Storyteller there.
Yes.
Is there some unwritten rule, what have you, just out of courtesy, if someone has marked a food as their own to come back to, would it be considered rude to take their food?
I mean, that applies to mortal society as well. You know, but you didn't exactly, label your Tupperware here, so it's...
Oh, but I did. I
No sticky
certainly
notes.
did. I made a scene of pulling him away and setting him down and letting the guards know that I'm coming back for him.
You did. So, it's not necessarily one of the actual rules of society. It's just common sense that it is rude.
It's considered rude etiquette.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. So, yeah. Right. Well, I think it's rather rude of them to have taken a meal that I put aside for myself. Like, we could potentially
Is that
stall them.
That's our approach. That's my snack.
Right. What say you?
It was big scene. I think they probably noticed.
I'm very annoyed.
This should be the title of the
I
VOD.
know.
It's like, I'm very
Very
annoyed.
darling. If I
This has
had more
been-
champagne, I would help you, darling. But
This has been troublesome. I've been away from the champagne flutes for far too long. We have a closet full of fucking hunters. Good thing they're stupid enough to tell us the name of their entire order.
yeah.
Anyways,
They don't look very proficient. I don't think it's much danger. Broom
dangerous
closet.
enough to get one of their own invited here. And one
And
of
look how
my
that
people
turned
is
out for
here.
them.
It's feeling targeted.
It's thought out for sure.
I think
Yeah.
we have very limited time here.
That's
What are we
saying.
supposed to do? Stop them from eating the human?
Well, I could interrupt them. Try to make discussion regarding their choice of feeding, as he was already selected and left to marinate so that I could have him later.
The issue there being is that you are then the one possibly exposing yourself.
Quite potentially.
We can do a quick look around, see any of the other rooms around, but I don't know what that's really going to achieve.
Is this one more important than trying to find Albertine? That is my
Well,
question.
that's what I was going to say. Evern? How do we say that?
Evern.
Evern, my dear, when you looked into the terribly kitschy religious tchotchke room, was that the same cold you felt earlier?
That's a good question. Storyteller.
Can you give me a wits occult, please?
Okay.
Critical. Okay, nice. That's 6 successes, guys.
That's her
This-
jam.
This definitely
Calm.
did. This definitely did not have the same feeling. This felt like what you felt earlier was like isolated, cold, empty. Very like it could have been scary if you were scared of anything. What you saw behind that room was
Also scary.
scary for you, but mostly like people reveling in whatever the sort of enjoyment they have. It seemed warm. It seemed, fun, if it makes sense for them.
That's what I'll relay back.
It's possible that somewhere down here is connected to wherever she is being kept.
Right.
But we don't really have the liberty of time on our side here. We can either do that thing that they love to do in television and film, which is split the party, or we try to distract Tomas.
It seems to work in our favor if he is distracted by what is going on in Chachki room, and we don't have to try to distract him while we go look for Albertine. Okay? I don't care if that person gets killed or turned, honestly.
No, I don't particularly care about him individually, but I care about the mess that it'll create with our little broom closet situation.
We can lock them
Right.
in. They probably can't get out.
But at the same time, while they may not be necessarily, how we would put it, as competent, they are part of an organization, and if they are alerted or harmed in any way, that may draw the ire of their organization.
Lock them in. They can't get out to cause trouble. Hopefully nobody knows they're there besides us to look for them.
If we do not have cell phones, they certainly do not.
Right, but them missing will be noticed because eventually either A, they will get out and get away and let their organization know that one of their own was taken and turned and or killed, or they'll be found killed and then the organization will know that 4 of their hunters were killed.
Ever crazy question. Do you still need to see the person that you pop into?
I need to see them initially.
Okay. Initially, but do you still need to see them if you want to pop back in?
That's a good question. Let's see.
That's an excellent question. I would think that like the moment you stopped looking through their senses, you kind of stopped the spell. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to reinitiate, I would say that you would probably need to see them.
Okay. Because I was going to say, we could just check what's going on.
Right?
Well, it depends. It says was when used on a stranger, it requires line of sight to initiate. Are they still a stranger? I guess that depends on the definition of stranger.
I would say that what they mean by stranger is somebody that you're already acquainted with, that you already had moments with. Like if you would like to share your senses with somebody from your party, for example, you would not necessarily need line of sight. But that person that you just went through was just random John Doe.
What if you wanted to, I don't know, for a really weird example, jump into Frank randomly just to see what he has to say right now in the privacy of his little broom closet?
Can I look
You know
through
his name. We had a proper introduction.
Is there a keyhole I can look through?
You can definitely look through a keyhole. Oh, now you are quite acquainted with
That's what I
Frank.
mean. You had an introduction. He is no longer a stranger. You don't need to see him, right?
That is true. Correct.
That is very true. Would you like to do so?
I will do so.
I believe that he can roll against that.
Well, I need to do a rouse check.
Yeah, you need to do a rouse check first. Okay. You start to feel the effects of, being so hungry and so titillated by all those imagery that you hate. Your hunger raises by 1. You now have 2 hunger. It's automatic. You can now make your roll. I think it's wits and aspects, I believe, so you can still use
Resolve.
insight. Resolve and aspects, yes. Let's see how it goes.
Quite well.
Yeah, 3 successes, pretty good. You start to see through Frank's eyes, and you see very distinctively now his 2 comrades. They're kind of like gathered in huddle to try to like be as discreet as possible. It's like, can we really trust them? What, do we really have a choice right now? They're obviously going to fuck us over the minute they don't have any use for us. So what we need is to be useful. What do you suggest? At the moment, we don't really have a choice. We just follow their lead, and if we manage to get a hold on Emilio, we just book it away and just get the fuck out of here. Whatever way we need to go. But at the moment, we don't really have a choice. We have to follow them, or at least, follow their lead. Just keep an eye out. I don't trust them. Fair enough. They straighten themselves out and just like dust themselves.
She'll pull back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done a trust fall?
You mean
I've seen them done at my business team building exercises.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Because you're hoping someone catches you, but you really don't think they will.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, you mean that's how they're feeling?
Yeah. They don't
All
trust us. But they need to trust us.
They're
Because if they don't
Why-
trust us, we're going to drop them.
Yes.
So they're not complete morons.
It
We still
behooves
might
them
drop
to
them.
trust us.
I'm not particularly strong.
Right.
Well.
So
Idea. We could each take ourselves a tantalizing little human and explore the suites to see which one suits our needs. And then somebody could stay in the little ritual room just to see what's up.
sure.
That would leave one of ours with one of theirs 3 times over, and then one of ours in the ritual room.
I'm not going in that room.
No, I think I will go in that room.
I think that's probably the best. But,
What are we
Seamus,
trying to accomplish?
the 3 of us would be trying to locate Thomas's superior.
Mm-hmm.
Seamus is keeping an eye on things as they're happening.
Going to claim his meal from earlier.
But he should wait for a good moment, not just right away. Prolong the experience, you know?
Hmm.
You're
That's
good
what
with
you've worked for.
words. You could
I can
change the
certainly-
vote.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a hostile takeover. I haven't done that in a while.
I think we need to find the superior. That is where I think we are wasting time here. That's my
Exactly.
opinion.
And I think that we keep the hunters close, because guess what? They're less trouble if we know what each and every one of them's doing. So if each of us takes one, that does let us spread out a little. It's also
With
not
the
very
party
suspicious for
4
us.
ways. Unprecedented.
What do you
Let's
think?
do it.
All right. Should we vote? Say aye.
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 Duh.
Day?
All right. I open the broom closet. Frank, dear,
Yes.
you're mine. We're going to go look around the suites a little bit.
Okay.
For the perfect one where you and I could have some alone time, if anybody asks.
Okay. We're still gonna look for Emilio, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, dear. And she just nods.
Right. What
Come
about...
here, my sexy little stud muffin, and if he's wearing a tie, I lead him by it.
I'm sorry, I got taken aback by "come here, my little sexy stud muffin." Okay. You definitely lead him away. He looks so fucking awkward and uncomfortable, but he follows. The other two are like, what do we do?
Sammy, darling, come with me.
Okay. And they follow you.
I'll take one of their hands. Hi, I'm
Christine-
Everin. We're gonna go
Christine is
play.
Yeah, you get Christine.
Christine
Christy.
Christine has this like sort of moment of recoil when you grab her hand. You get the feeling that the cold, she did not expect that cold, and yeah, and probably not with that invitation. So yeah, she's scared.
As Evern takes Christine away, Seamus is gonna put a hand on her shoulder. Play nice.
Why
And who's-
wouldn't I play nice?
Oh no, not
Oh.
you, Evern. Christine needs to play nice with you.
I wouldn't dream it any other way, man. Sir,
We can go in a different room, and I can show you my shiny one.
is that a euphemism? Because I don't really swing that way.
My shiny one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how it helps us, but yeah, sure. And she just, nods and follow.
Storyteller, did they bring their makeshift stakes with them?
I mean, you don't see them in the broom closet.
Okay. Good to know.
So who's
And
going
the
who?
three of us, the three of us we're gonna search different suites for other ways of ingress. We are looking for anything that could be construed as tomb-esque.
Yeah, tomb-esque. That's what we're looking for. Tomb
Okay.
chic.
All right. And the fourth one is going to be Seamus, right?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I am going to head to that room, the religious tchotchke room,
Okay.
and make an entrance.
Okay. While you are doing so, everybody, can you give me a wits and awareness check, please, while you are looking for everything?
Me included?
No, not you. Just
Okay.
okay. These are interesting rolls. You guys are going door to door. You stumble upon the occasional, couple having fun, but until you find a corridor that leads to a set of stairs going down. But
Who found it?
It was actually Shiny Rocks Lady. And meanwhile,
Down.
Seamus, you open the door and just have this moment of, all eyes on me kind of thing. They turn to you, and Tomasa's like, well, another gold star joins the fun. Please come over, friend. You're right at the right moment. And as you get inside the room, we will have a little break quickly. So that everybody can just, yes. And we will be back in 3-4 minutes-ish. See you very soon, you guys. And we are back. So, as our friend Seamus just opened the door and got invited in, you can see now this gathering of people, all of them looking at you, but they just spread out a little bit to give you more room to join the fray, join the circle. And you see your previously claimed snack in the middle of the room on a chair, and just, not really aware of what's happening at the moment. He seems very confused. What do you do?
So Seamus will step towards the rest of the group and looking at the one that he assumes to be the head.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to be uncouth, but do you really make it part of your party to take meals that have already been selected and give them to other members of your guests?
Oh, no. That would definitely not be part of our system. This is ugly and wicked, and we reject ugliness and wickedness. So you say that this meal has been claimed already?
Yes, I claimed that meal a while ago. I set him down to marinate with a guard at the door in the main party room because he was being a little unruly. In fact,
could you describe that guard to me, please?
Yeah, I described the guard that,
Oh, I see exactly who you mean. Could you give me 1 second, please? He just leans into a guy that you have actually seen a little bit earlier before. He was talking to Sasha a bit. The guy gets out, comes back with the guard, and the guy that you assume is Thomas is just putting his hand around his shoulder. New friend, is that the guard in question by any chance?
It certainly is.
Now, and he turns to the guard. This fine gentleman here says that this meal was his to keep. Is that true? Yes, sir. I distinctly remember this gentleman saying so. In that case, why has this mortal been brought to us? I do not know. I'm not. You're supposed to know these things. Don't you worry. You're not in trouble anymore. And he literally rips his head off. He puts the head away, wipes his hand with a washcloth, and says, "Now, sir, I hope that the affront has been cleaned, and that you will forgive this unsavory faux pas."
As long as I can reclaim my meal, absolutely.
You most definitely can. As a matter of fact, the good thing about having so many guests today is that we have a wide assortment of other people. Now for the trial, I mean, we can get somebody else to be tried. Rebecca, if you would be a dear, could you get another one, please? Yes, of course. Right away, sir. And she gets out. Now, friend, what is your name? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, come now. And he reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a business card that he always has. Hands it over.
Efficient. Elegant. Very nice.
Business class.
Sir Shims. Well, my name is Thomas Visser, and I am your humble host for the day. I am extremely glad that you were able to join this fine party. How are you liking it so far?
So far, the party has been quite eye-opening. We've met some quite interesting individuals and seen some rather depraving acts out on the dance floor. It's kind of comforting to know that there are places still around where we can engage in our more carnal desires.
Indeed.
And not be judged for it.
And as far as I've heard, you, sir, have been taking upon yourself to keep the peace a little bit. I heard that your meal has been a little bit rowdy at first, and you kept the situation calm. I quite appreciate that.
It is uncouth to ruin someone else's party that you've been invited to.
Uncouth it is.
Frankly, it's displeased and left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'd prefer that he left a good taste in my mouth.
I can certainly respect that. Well, if I may be so bold, you would definitely be someone that would revel in our midst. I would actually offer something. Guys, until the next decision comes, could you just mingle? I would like to speak to Mr. Seamus right now. And he just leads you to a side door. Do you follow?
Yes, but he brings Emilio with him.
Okay.
Kind of guiding him along, just kind of dragging him along. I don't want to risk another misunderstanding, you see.
Completely understandable. As will I bring somebody, and he just waves his hand a little bit, and Rebecca comes along. So, he closes the door behind you. You hear the distinct sound of a lock. He's like, well, part of being a part of our great family, I'm sure Rebecca let you know about the Lex and Angela room, right? Our rules of sorts.
I believe so, but remind Mike, please.
Our 5 rules are: obey all superiors, reject wickedness and ugliness, never violate the sanctity of a temple, never reveal the angels to the living, and bring everyone into the faith.
Okay. She did.
She did. Good, this is one thing she did right today. But if you were to consider, joining our group, if you were, I'm not saying you should, but if you were, it seems like you're quite an important businessman. Am I right to assume so?
You would be indeed.
We are quite spread and could end up providing you with very good business opportunities. We take care of our own. Is that something you could be interested in?
Well, a good businessman is always on the look for the next growth and evolution in the business. There are some concerns that I would have about growing the business, but I could certainly be talked to and perhaps wined and dined, as I believe they use the term for investors.
Right. How do you feel about those rules of ours? Do they feel reasonable to you?
They do. I have some concerns with the idea of bringing everyone into the faith, but...
I mean, there are nuances to those. Bring everyone of value to the faith could be maybe more accurate. But the one I was thinking right now was obey all superiors. Here's a little test of sorts. You see, my employee here has not been completely satisfactory to me. This is bad for business, and this is bad for the image of the Nephilim. So, would you be kind enough, and he hands you a cloth containing a knife, would you be kind enough to rid me of that person and maybe take a first step towards good relations between your company and my group?
The knife that he hands, does it look exactly like the one that was handed to Sasha?
No, that looks bigger, more like ceremonial and older. You also see that Rebecca is getting extremely nervous. As in, is that a joke? No, it doesn't seem like a joke. She's very nervous right now. Can you, before you answer that, could you roll me a, I'm gonna say intelligence and etiquette.
Ooh, intelligence etiquette. Okay.
Oh.
This
Boy.
you putting the messy in the messy critical, man. You know, like what he's asking of you right now. This is called a diablerie, and this is very, very frowned upon in vampire society. Killing another kindred is a big no-no.
See. Now I have some concerns.
I have a
Obey-
story question. Was
obey-
the guard a kindred? The one that he snapped the head of?
No, that was a human. That was a ghoul.
Okay.
Obey your superiors.
Yes.
I am not in your chain of command.
You are not.
I have no intention of putting myself in your chain of command. If we were to work, I would work with you as an equal, not as a subordinate.
Ah, but you see, here is a misconception. As much as I value your knack for affair and your obvious, repartee, we are unfortunately not equal. I am a descendant of the Nephilim. I am a child of the Archangel, and that, according to Kindred Society, puts me slightly above you. I do not mean that in the way that you are inferior to me. I just mean that I'm somewhat higher in the food chain.
You are indeed higher in the food chain if you are what you claim to be. But before I follow blindly,
Yes.
I need the proof.
A proof.
Anyone can claim. The number of businesses I've shut down just by claiming I could outperform them. Being a good liar is part of the business.
That is extremely reasonable. Well, how about we ask people? Please follow me. He opens the lock to the door and opens it. You hear a sigh of relief coming from Rebecca. He leads into the room where all the people are still talking with each other, waiting for the next offering. Friends, family, this person would like to know if I am indeed a descendant of Michael. Now, I will put myself in another room while you answer so you do not feel pressured. But tell him the truth. Maybe it will alleviate his doubts. He takes a step back, closes the door, and everybody is just starting to nod. Yes, yes. Somebody was like, there is absolutely no doubt he is a descendant of Michael. He's definitely being sired by the Archangel. You hear a voice behind the door. Did I talk?
Looking at all of them, how
Mhm.
many of them, am I able to determine how many of them are acting out of fear, out of blind loyalty, and how many of them are just trying to save their own skins?
Give me wits and insight, please.
Oh, I'm great at these.
You are actually
I
great
mean-
at these.
Apparently you are.
You are actually great at these. Damn. In their faces, you do not see any of them being nervous or coerced into saying that. They all seem to very much believe what they are saying.
No, they have all spoken, yes.
Well, he opens the door and gets out. I know that it is not a tangible proof per se, but, can that amount of people be wrong? I assume they told you the truth, right?
I would assume they told me the truth as they believed it, yes. However, there still lies the problem of actual factual proof. Now, if you look at my business card,
Yes.
the business specifically is in the genetic engineering.
Oh, quite interesting.
There is the difference between perceived truth, believed truth, and actual truth. There is a science to all of it. You are among friends here. And of course, if you are among enemies, I am sure all of them would say that you are not.
Mhm.
But there is still science that we could put behind it.
Well, if it would help, I would very gladly subject to your science and your verifications. If
I
that
would
help
greatly
you.
appreciate that opportunity. However, unfortunately for tonight, I don't believe that opportunity could happen. We could
No.
definitely arrange to have it happen. And until I have the proof, I will have to graciously and respectfully decline your request. However, if the proof comes back and it's true, then I will happily assist you.
Well, in that case, my dear Seamus, and he grabs your hand and shakes it with both his hands, you are most welcome to stick around. Enjoy the rest of the party. Some very fun festivities are coming in just a mere minutes from now, but you will have so much fun. Trust me.
I cannot wait.
I think that your scientific mind will be put at ease very soon. Now, if you don't mind, we have a decision to make, as I believe the next candidate is on its way. Meanwhile, you guys, you arrived at these stairs coming down with your respective, let's call them pets. What are you doing?
I take it you told us you found the stairs?
She did, just before we paused.
Well,
Should we get Seamus before we go down?
I fear that would be taking the distraction away and putting the lens back on us.
Yes, yes.
If
Let's go
we,
down. Let's go down.
I think if we find what we're looking for and we burst in with that, that would be a much better entrance.
You're right. Of course, you always know how to make entrance, darling.
I know.
Going down.
You're going down.
Going there.
Going down.
Okay. Are you going there just normally, stealthily? How are you doing that?
Morgan said earlier that they respect those who behave like they're entitled, and so Ares is doing so. She belongs. She's supposed to be going down here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you go down the set of stairs, you arrive in a hallway, just a corridor going straight, very dimly lit. After a corner, you see like part of the hallway going left, part of the hallway going right. You hear the distinct sound of a boiler, and just from the corner of your eye, you see at one of the crossings a guard, armed, standing in front of a door. He's alone.
Human?
Seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
I might do a thing.
I was going to say, I'm going to do a
maybe.
thing, but you go for it.
I'm okay. I'm gonna mesmerize.
Oh, I like it. So can he roll against that? Or describe to me what it does. Tell me.
Okay, so I can issue complex commands, and this person has to go fulfill what I tell them to do. And so the thing is no roll is required against an unprepared mortal. So if he is human and he wasn't expecting me, then that's it. It does cost me a rouse check.
It does. So Please provide
I'll
me with
roll
a
that?
roll. Yeah, so all is
Yeah,
good so
I'm
far.
okay. Okay.
You do not get hungrier, so that's good. There will
Yeah.
be a roll involved, however,
Okay.
because as mortal as he is, he's under the influence of another kindred. He's a ghoul.
Okay, so I will be rolling manipulation dominate, and he
Yes.
will be rolling intelligence resolve.
Yes, indeed.
Dominate.
Yeah, it's one of your disciplines. So you don't really have this in your skills. But you have in dominate. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. You have 2 dots in dominate, so take any skills that has 2 dots, and you can roll this one instead.
Okay. Oh!
5 successes. Okay. Let me see if I can actually match that.
Shocking,
Give me
she's
a
so good at
sec.
dominating.
Okay. Yeah. No, he cannot. Even if he crits, he cannot pass that. So what would
Okay.
be your order?
So it can be a complex demand, right? They say it
Yes.
specifically, complex commands.
Yes.
I say, dear, I need you to go find Juan Ramirez Fernando. He has a silver star on his invitation. I need you to bring him to me along with his invitation.
Yes. Can you repeat the name, please?
Juan Ramirez Fernando.
Yes. Okay. I will go get him right away, ma'am. And he just walks away from the door and just pass by you two and just ma'am, sir, and just goes away.
That's a made-up name, and if anybody has that name, that's a lie. That's
Maybe.
too many last names.
I didn't know you had another friend here.
If I could be sweating, I would be. I have a feeling there's something very important behind this door.
I love to watch you walk, darling. Okay, let's go to the
Try the door.
The door itself, you can see 2 locks. You can see a padlock, an actual physical padlock, and a electronic one. Seems to be a keypad.
This is extremely high tech.
It is high tech. At least the keypad itself is high tech.
Well, for a bunch of people who sometimes have issues with technology, this is a lot.
Yep.
Well, I have. Where's my thing? I have a connection with organized crime. Is it possible I would have knowledge about these kind of locks?
Knowledge, yes, and probably even contacts that could help you if you had a phone.
But not the skill myself.
The skill depends. Did you put dots in it? That would be that would be larceny.
Yeah. I have dots in larceny.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely try. If you would like to give a go at the padlock at the very depends on what you want to do. If you want to try the electronic lock, this is going to be a dexterity plus larceny. If you would intelligence and technology, and for the padlock, it would be dexterity and larceny. Up to you.
I'm going to try the technological one first because I figured the other one I can always brawn.
So intelligence,
technology,
yes.
Okay.
Is it possible to to study the keypad first to see which numbers have been pressed more frequently than others?
You can try. Give me a wits awareness.
Just to see if that will help.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that helps for sure. Sasha,
I'll point it out to Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha, could you roll me just one additional die? Just one die.
Custom roll.
Custom roll, yeah.
Just. Nope, that didn't do it. I need to select something. Just.
Or you can re-roll your intelligence and
Charisma has 1.
Yeah,
okay, here we
okay,
go.
cool.
Ah!
Okay, so all is good because that brings you to 3 successes.
Mhm.
You do manage using the the information that she managed to find, like to find the the most used numbers, and you try to do a few combination, stuff like that. You do manage to find one that seems to be working. It seems to be a reference to a Bible chapter and verse, and the keypad opens up. There is still the issue of the padlock, but the keypad is not an issue anymore.
Dexterity larceny?
Yes, dexterity larceny.
Okay. Dex. I'm better at that.
You are usually good at that, but for some reason this one seems to be so large and robust that it resists all your attempts.
I can't.
Oh, what?
I can't charm this lock, guys. Sorry,
No.
I don't have any skills.
You
Yes.
can re-roll some dice if you want.
Reroll? Oh, that's right. Okay, hang on.
You remove 1 willpower and you can re-roll up to
Okay.
three regular dice.
All right.
And see what's what.
Dice log. Oh, not showing me my. Okay. The dice log is not showing the last thing I did. So if I just. How can I.
Oh, you cannot find it?
Ah, I just got kicked out. Hang on.
Oh.
The dice log is not going to my last roll.
Oh, that's weird. Try to refresh the page just in case.
Oh yeah, let me do that because I'm scrolling down. Okay, second. It's showing the last one is showing at Aries Intelligence Politics.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
I know. Okay, so if I just do custom roll, reroll, and do 3.
Yes.
So I'll make it a dexterity because that has 3 dice.
Okay.
So that's 2 successes then, because the other one was 1, right?
It still very much eludes you. It's very heavy, very sturdy. One of the hunters is like, "Can I just give it a try?"
Oh, right. We have others with us.
Right. Yeah. Go for it.
I'm usually not that bad at it. Let me just give it a try. Okay. Using the information that you helped already, remove part of the logs, and he just like adds the extra twist to it as the padlock just falls to the ground with an enormous thud. It is heavy as fuck. But the door is currently open and opens to a very dark room, completely in the dark.
I'm going to put the padlock in my pocket.
Okay, sounds good.
Might come in handy later.
What was the name of the woman?
Albertine.
Christine?
Albertine.
Oh,
Yeah.
With us.
Albertine, are you in here?
You hear growling.
Oh, great. I stand back. There's growling.
Like
I'm
someone's
not
hungry
physical.
growling?
No, bestial. Bestial? Is that correct? Was it bestial growling?
Give me a wits insight.
Okay.
3 successes. It sounds very bestial, but it has this sort of human, softness to it. You get the feeling that it could be a kindred that just hasn't been fed in tons of time.
We brought treats then.
Oops. Well, it's when I said bestial, I meant hungry. You are correct.
Hungry?
My tummy sounds like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's the exact sound. She's like looking at the humans like, oopsie.
Is there a light switch?
There is not.
Do we just want to close the door?
Does anybody have a lighter? The smokers in the
Sounds
group?
like, I would imagine.
Mhm.
Oh, excellent. Sasha, proceed.
So
I would think that was something a gentleman would carry on him.
You would. You turn on the lighter and have this very small flicker of light just illuminating the room. It is small. It is very narrow, and what you can see is on the ground a female chained to the floor, very heavy duty chains attached to the floor, and she's just growling and looking with deep anger in her eyes.
Well, I don't suppose anybody's brought any human blood with them.
The two
I have
hunters
3 containers, actually.
the hunters instinctively take a step back and put their hands behind their jacket, ready to pull something.
Hey,
Don't
listen,
fuck
I'm
with
telling
us.
you not to move. Listen, if we bring her upstairs, we're getting your friend back.
Yeah. You're not trying to fuck us
She's-
over.
I'm telling you honestly,
You-
she's the ticket.
You don't need to give all, but perhaps taste.
Did you ever?
Calm
I
her
saw this.
nerve.
I saw this very interesting film, and it was called Saw. And you know, if everybody gave a little bit of blood, nobody had to die. But they were really stupid and didn't figure that out at first. So you know, if everybody gave a little bit,
A little bit.
nobody would have to give too much.
Okay.
You have our word. We will protect you. Only give a little so she has something.
Give me manipulation and persuasion. This is going to be a high difficulty.
Who are you asking?
Whoever wants to convince them.
I only have
Manipulation.
3 in that manipulation persuasion.
Manipulation, persuasion. I can.
Yes.
I have 3. I have 6 ticks.
You go for it.
Oh.
Two successes.
High stakes. High stakes.
Do not use that word in presence of vampires. Okay. They are very, very much not sure that they're convinced. Are you guys gonna give blood as well?
Can
Wait.
we?
We can't just leave her here.
Yeah, if that would help the situation, then I would.
Then he just looks at Christine and is like, okay, if one of you go first, we on it. We follow, but don't try to pull a fast one on us right now.
Okay,
right.
I'll go first. You ladies got my back. I'm not asking. I know.
Yeah,
you got my back.
I'm ready for some magic-y bullshit, but you have to remain close. Also, she's chained up. Is it like a leash situation where she has a certain amount of room in the space, or
It is.
is she kind of stationary?
She's kind of stationary. Basically, her hands are. Each of them has a chain that is pulling her from side to side. She barely has enough leeway to just get up, basically.
Okay.
So
So
she-
there you have it. She can't get to you, but you have to be close by to kind of one after the other. It
Right.
will hurt.
You can see,
I'm
by
gonna
the
roll up my
way,
sleeve.
you can, by the way, see the locks on the side of each chain, like on the floor. Just so you know, they don't seem to be as heavy as the one that you had on the door.
Yeah.
So
But we are going to have to hurry because if that guard somehow magically finds somebody with 3 family names,
Right.
we're screwed.
So, Sasha, you approach, presenting your forearm.
Mm-hmm.
She is locking up on you and just looking at you straight. And she doesn't breathe, but she growls and kind of drools. And the moment you get remotely within her reach, she just full-on chomps on your arm and starts to dig through. So first of all, you take a point of hunger while she satiates one from her.
Okay.
But you are feeling the might of an elder and the strength of an elder. This is going to require a roll to just even, shove her away. I need you to roll resolve and brawl.
Can Everin help if she was gonna come up and once she figured it was
that
enough, just kind of like bop them on the head and be like,
something
my
I
turn.
was clearing out before when I thought I was going to do the manipulation. Okay, so resolve and brawl?
Yes.
Okay.
2 successes. You try to kind of move away, but she's just there, hanging to your every fiber of your being. You take another point of hunger.
Okay.
She keeps draining you and draining you. You're not doing very great right now.
Albertine, there's more. Let me go.
I'll sit down, fluff out my skirts. Hi, I'm Everin. I think you should try me now. I've been told I'm a tasty snack. And then stick out my arm, like in front of the nose to see. I can
Give me
convince them to switch.
I'm gonna call that charisma persuasion.
Oh, I don't think that's okay.
That's usually pretty good for you, these ones.
It is actually. Oh, that's a lot of ones. That was a lot of ones.
Oh no. Oh no.
Interesting. You are trying to offer yourself to her and trying to get her to get in there. But you get the feeling that it does not, does not work the way you want. This is weird. She doesn't seem to understand you. She seems completely out of her mind. She is actually going to release Sasha right now and bite you, but not in a way that she's trying to feed. She's trying to rip off your arm.
Good.
I am going to Cloud Mind.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'm going to tell her to release. And I'm gonna forget. Oh, this is forget. I don't know if this will work. Yeah, because it's no new memories. Never mind. I don't know if that'll work. But I can try to mesmerize again, which is the commanding one. So I'm gonna rouse.
Okay, you good?
So I'm gonna manipulate, dominate versus intelligence resolve.
Okay, intelligence resolve. Give me 1 second, and you can already roll your roll.
Yep. Ooh, 2 success.
Interesting. That's going to be. Just give me 1 second. How much is that? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Mathing is hard. How many successes was that?
Only 2.
Okay.
Oh my god.
She's old.
She's
I
old,
know.
you guys.
You said elder.
Under trois, quatre.
This is why we're trying to
Oh yeah, that's a lot of successes. Yeah, no, she.
Yeah.
You try to get into her head, and you are met with her gaze. That kind of gets into you right now. You feel this moment of fear and terror right now. by the way, just as a note, Evern, as part of your messy critical, like bestial failure. Sorry, you do get you do lose a dot on one of your advantages. This is going to
Okay.
be the eat food.
Okay.
Yeah, you're having a lot of trouble eating after what you just witnessed, basically.
Yep.
So she tries to hold on to you and now is trying to drain you as well. Since she has you within her grasp and trying to rip your arm off. You take 1 point of hunger and 2 points of superficial damage. So you just click on the health, yeah. And I need you to roll me a resolve brawl to try to get out of that.
Ooh, well, I have nothing in brawl, so we're gonna do a resolve.
Don't forget that you guys can blood surge if you so desire.
That involves a rouse check.
It does involve a rouse check.
We should probably not do that. I'm pretty hungry, you guys.
I'm pretty hungry. Yeah, pretty hungry.
Oh, that was really good.
Ooh.
Messy critical. You just literally rip your arm out of her jaw, and part of your arm gets completely shredded by the movement, but you are out of it, but you are exhibiting very, very intensely your vampireness right now. You are almost feral. You're keeping it together, but you're having a lot of time hiding that you are a vampire. Just know that if you end up with, mortals nearby, that could be a masquerade breach. Just so you know. But you are out of her reach, and you all notice that she's starting to pace. Starting to just slow down. And
Bad dog, no treats.
I'm gonna try her name again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Listen, your lesser Thomas has locked you down here. We've come to free you, but he's about to do some things that are very much going to get all of us in some deep shit.
Leave him to me. Free me and I will take care of his sorry soul.
I need you to promise me that the mortals, because guess what? He has them everywhere here
You
tonight.
do not need anything from me. Know your place, kindred.
Unfortunately, right now, I do need that promise because you are the one locked up and I am the one who's trying to free you.
Interesting. Could you, if you don't mind, roll me an intelligence plus resolve?
Intelligence plus resolve?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
It's
They are
the
in the
top.
same.
It's on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
3 successes? Okay. You hear her say, "Free me now." And you cannot help but try to go and free her.
I have unswayable mind. Does that do anything?
What does that do?
I can resist any attempts to sway me. Oh, through mundane charms, coercion,
Yes.
wiles. Some exhibit unswayable minds.
Nah, unfortunately, she just mesmerized you back.
Okay.
So at the moment, you are compelled to free her.
Which is pretty pathetic that it's me she did that to, because guess what I can do?
Yes?
Nothing. So it's just pathetic tugging at a chain.
Meanwhile, Seamus,
Back at the ranch.
they have found another human to just, have fun with. And Thomas is like, friends, family, we need to decide fast as midnight is fast approaching. So what say you? Fellow kindred, child, or sacrifice? Raise your hands for child. A lot of people in the assembly are raising their hands. Interesting. Raise your hand for sacrifice. Another set of people. Oh, well, we seem to be at a stopping point. Seamus, how ironic. You might be the deciding vote. What say you?
Who's the new person?
The new person seems to be a girl in her like early 40s, in full-on, like Gucci dress, very, trying to be prettier than she is, but she's pulling it off.
Nobody I recognize that.
Nobody you've seen before, no?
So we know nothing about this person, and we are expected to vote on whether they should be sacrificed or welcomed into the kindred, the faith. How are we to choose?
It is a leap of faith. It is part of faith. Sir, the choice is yours. And we will bow to your decision. Sacrifice it will be. Feast! And people just jump on that poor woman who gets torn to shreds. I need you to put down a stain on your humanity. It is in
where do I do that?
In the beast.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like starting from the right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you currently have a stain. They are feasting on that woman until there is barely anything left. And as they stop, Thomas is, well, if you would look at the time, it feels like it's just the right moment for us to celebrate the new year. Please, follow me in the nave. I have a beautiful surprise for you all. And he leads you towards the nave. Do you follow?
Yep.
Everyone is extremely excited. You see that there's a very tangible tension right now. And as you get there, you see that there are like a few kindreds there in the center of that, what used to be this, dance hall. And there's piles and piles of bodies. Well, my fellow kindred, here is, and he pulls out a vial out of his pocket. Here is the blood of the Methuselah, the blood of the Archangel. One of you could join us and be reborn. And at this moment, one among you has gone through 2 of the trials, unknowingly, but succeeded. Seamus, if you would be so kind as to come closer. You were kind enough to proceed with the trial of the wicked as you try to keep the peace within our sacred halls. You were strong enough to decide to sacrifice that soul as the trial of the feast. Now, there is one last step that you could take to reach greatness. Would you drink from that blood?
Seamus kind of steps forward and, well, the offer is appreciated, but as we have already spoken regarding science, it's rather dangerous to drink something you don't know what it is.
Well, you cannot blame a man for trying. Meanwhile, you guys, you're trying desperately to open those fucking locks and kind of resist you. May you please roll me a dexterity larceny, please, Ares?
Yeah, it's so good at this.
Oh yeah, they resist. They resist, all right. And Albertine is just looking at the room, and her eyes just lock on the hunters. Mortals. Interesting. And then she looks at you, Sasha, and then you, Evern. Are you going to help at any point in the evening?
What was the promise that Ares asked her to make?
She was asking that, like, what were you? How did you phrase that again?
Basically that she wasn't gonna get in shit with the Masquerade. Like, take care of Thomas, but do it
Right.
appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to work on these locks if you make that promise.
Also, sorry, if I get
Yes.
a 1 on the hunger die, that's another hunger pip, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's only like if you fail that roll, like. Oh, no,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that would. Hold up. Give me a sec. No, if it's just a. Oh, it is a bestial failure if the test failed. Which
Because it's a success roll, but on the hunger die it was a 1. So
yeah, so you're good.
Okay.
You see Albertine try to like straightens up a little bit, looks at you, Sasha. Open these locks, and I will respect the Masquerade. I cannot promise that Thomas' end will be smooth.
I'm good with that answer, and I will try to break the locks.
Dexterity, larceny, please. Three successes. Okay. One of the locks pops open. She just yanks her hand free. You see her grab the other chain and literally rip it off.
Mm-hmm.
Lead me to him.
Alright. We do.
You can see this tall, beautiful woman, visibly malnourished, but with so much presence that you feel, a little bit terrified at this point. But she follows. On your way out, you see the guard come back and said, I'm so sorry, I did not find that person. I found a mall, but I did not find a Juan.
You're a failure.
Can you roll, please, a charisma insight?
Sure.
You've crushed his soul, Dumpling.
Yeah, he's resigning the very next day. He's done with that bullshit.
Also, there is the issue of where we have got 3 humans with us. Should we be leaving them in the room? What should we be doing?
Do you say that? Do
think
you say
we
that out
dropped them
loud?
off in broom closet.
I'm kind of up with my kindred, trying to hush tone it, but yeah.
Yeah. Hide them in broom closet. I think that's fine.
They've seen some shit.
They
Mr.
smell
Hunters, they
really good.
Yes, they're smelling good to me too, but it could get messy right now.
Do the 3 of you need a cocktail before we go, or what is it?
Please roll me some manipulation stealth. For them not to
Cool.
hear that.
Oh, all of us?
All 3 of you, yeah? Well, if you're discussing that. Ares, not a problem. Okay, Sasha, a little bit less quiet. Holy crap, how many dice do you always roll?
Listen,
Alright.
you keep calling for things I'm good at. I can't help it.
Yeah, they did not hear shit. So what do you do?
I could have a snack.
Does Albertine? I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah,
Albertine,
yes.
Yeah. Does she say anything to that? Or is she just still marching on for Thomas?
She's marching on right now. She is a woman with a mission.
I
Okay.
don't think we have time. What time is it right now?
Right now,
Mhm.
you hear the very distinct sound of fireworks outside.
Yeah, we need to go.
Okay.
We don't have time for snack.
Keep going. I've got the humans behind us. Keep going. And I'm gonna look at Frankie?
Frank.
Frank?
And I'm going to say, you have trusted me so far and I have not led you astray. I need you to trust me again and not resist what I'm about to do. This is the only thing that is going to get you out alive. Do you hear me?
Charisma, persuasion.
Nice.
5 success.
All right. What are you gonna do?
And I look at him in the eyes and I use cloud memory and tell him to forget.
All right. His eyes go just dark and empty, and he looks a bit worried. Like, what's going on? Who?
Dear, you've got to you've gone to a weird spot in the party. Come on, get out.
Oh, okay.
And I look at the other two, like the warning eyes of like, and I look at, what was the other guy's name?
Sammy.
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 Sammy
And I say, and I try to attempt the same rigmarole with both of them.
They resist a little bit more because they got a little bit scared by what you just did. But
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, they let it happen. They have no other choice. And
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to tell them like, oh, you've had too much to drink, and I'm gonna see if I can leave them in a suite somewhere, like,
yeah,
and hopefully they'll believe me.
yeah, there's definitely like suites on the way. This is where you had to go through anyway. So, and you opened the door anyway before, so you know exactly where to drop them off.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then maybe like if I can jam a chair under the knob or something.
Now,
Lock 'em in.
my
Yep.
question to you is, how far back can you make them forget? Because I believe this is the last few minutes.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Forget
just
it's
bring
like the
Albertine,
current
that's
moment. So
good,
the moment that I'm in my hopes and dreams here, asking them to forget is the release of Albertine.
Yes, so definitely they still know what is happening, like with Thomas and everything. They do not know about the fact that Albertine is now free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave them in the room, and it is that plea of the only way you and Emilio are going to live is if you sit in this room and just don't leave.
All right. If you fuck with us, let me tell you that the Order will not forget about that, okay? So,
I understand.
good luck, I
Dear,
guess.
this is business.
Yeah, I guess.
And I rush off to join the fray.
Okay. She is marching on, step after step. It feels heavy but determined. And she arrives basically right a few seconds after Seamus declined. And she shouts in a booming voice, "Usurper!" Thomas looks at her with panic in his eyes.
Yeah.
She gets one step closer, he takes a step back. She takes another step closer and he stumbles upon a dead body on the floor. And he's now crawling on all fours, like walking backwards, and she's getting closer and closer and closer.
Is it possible for Seamus to step forward and grab him?
Oh, you could definitely
and
do that.
kind of be like, kind of grab him and remember,
out.
friend.
Oh, with pleasure. Give me a strength and strength and brawl.
Any chance we could swing this as grappling?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is definitely grappling.
All
So you do
right.
get your specialty.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah,
4 successes.
he is crawling to the ground, and you just grab him, and he's stuck, and he's trying to shake it off, but you just have him.
Remember, friend, truth is in the science. And here comes the proof. And you'll just kind of stand him up and hold him.
She is less tall than you, but she feels grander at this point. And she just grabs him by the neck, gently lifts him a few inches off the ground. He's not even fighting anymore, he's just watching with fear in his eyes. And then her gaze turns to you three. What do you think I should do with him? You freed me, the choice is yours.
As long as
I
it abides
guess he's
by.
bad for kindred.
He was going to let a lot of secrets out. He wasn't
God
even
damn
abiding
it.
by your rule.
He did not listen to Superior, breaking his own rules. I think you know what to do.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
What?
We could burn him.
Oh, with the fire again, Ollie.
Oh, better.
Albertine just keeps him up like that, looks at you, Evern, as like, that's not such a bad idea.
Okay.
And as she still holds him very tightly, you can see parts of his flesh starts to consume. There's just parts of it, not the whole body, just enough to completely disfigure him and render him screaming for mercy and screaming out of pain. Just as you feel that he's about to just give up and die, she just drops him to the ground, cuts a little bit of her vein, and have him drink. You say, "Oh no, my friend. You are staying alive a little bit more. You have not learned your lesson yet." You see his wounds heal bit by bit. She grabs him again and starts to burn again. And she does that a few more times. After a while, he just passes out. He's still alive, but barely. And she just puts him aside and said, "I will continue with him later. Now you all, you have been led astray by this false person. It is not too late for you to know what the real Nephilim are, what we truly are like. And you," she turns to you four, "if you so wish, you could see it firsthand." And she just extends her hand with still the cut in it. "If you would like to join us, you are welcome into my fray."
I'll have to respectfully decline. However, Morgan is around here somewhere, and I think that he's quite loyal to you. Just so you know.
I will remember that, and I'm pretty sure he will too. But fair. And she just, very sensually just licks her own wrist. You see the wound closes.
Mm-hmm.
Now. And she just looks around the pile of bodies. "I believe we have some cleanup to do. I think you should leave. We will deal with the bodies, with whoever is left I will remember you all. I might call upon you at some point. And she just goes to you, Sasha. Maybe I went a bit too far. Sorry about your hand.
All in a good cause.
Now, please go. I have things to take care of. Can I get just
Sure.
a wits awareness from Ares?
Yeah.
One success.
One success.
You
Or I'm gonna. Oh, I can only reroll on failures, right?
You can only reroll the regular dice, yes.
I'll reroll the
Okay,
regular dice.
so you take one less willpower. And you can reroll that. You should have the button just under the...
Yeah.
There you go.
Just clicking
Ooh,
slow.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. 3
A
successes.
total of 4, because
Okay.
the one before. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Knowing who to look for, you can find the inanimate body of your assistant. She's alive, but barely. She's definitely dying at this point. And you get the feeling that you have a choice to make.
Albertine.
Yes.
So sorry to bother you. One of the humans is under my care, and she seems to have been mistreated by Thomas's little foray into leadership. May I take her to a hospital?
Would you like to forfeit a future favor for the life of that mortal?
I would consider it the favor that Morgan owes me paid.
A negotiator, I see. Charisma persuasion, please.
Charisma persuasion. 2 successes.
Wow, that's a lot of dice.
She looks at you
I-
and... Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Can I spend willpower to roll the
You-
reroll 3? I'm
yes,
gonna
you
do it because
can.
I haven't been spending them. So
Yes, you
Mhm.
can. That's good.
all right.
Okay. She looks at you and smile. Take her there. You should probably hurry.
Thank you.
You're gonna get blood on your dress, though.
Seamus, Sasha.
I was gonna say I'll pick. I've got
Seamus will
this
offer
covered.
his jacket as usual.
No, I'll pick up.
And we'll get Sally
Pick
out of
up
there.
for them. Yes,
Mhm.
I'll get that.
Seamus, there was something you wanted to say just before that happened, I believe.
It was just gonna be looking for Sally and getting the 4 humans out of there.
Okay. They
hunters.
very gladly follow you at this point. As you guys are going out and trying to exit the building, Evern, you just, follow your group to, new horizons, basically. Hopefully not too many horizons. And as your hand just touches the wall and you just lean it on for a bit, you have this flash, this sort of image of what the Nephilim are going to be from now on. You see a lot of contradicting visions. Part of it is order and, very straightforward way of thinking. But in that order, you see sort of a bloodlust. You're not exactly sure how it's going to end up, but you feel that, at this point, You have put a very powerful elder in charge again, and that there might be consequences. And the vision fades. Is there one last thing you would like to do before you exit and start the new year?
Do I see the handsome boy that I was flirting with earlier?
He is hella dead.
Elegant.
He was unfortunately...
Had my snack poached, yep.
Yeah, a lot of dead bodies. Pretty much any mortal that was there was either turned or killed or about to be killed.
Midnight on New Year's Eve, it's a smorgasbord out there.
It is. Well, in that case, as you get outside and just enjoy the sound of the fireworks and lead your assistant to a hospital, this is where this chronicle is going to stop for today. So thank you so much, you guys. It's just a freaking treat
awesome.
to just like play funny games with you guys. And yeah, I cannot wait to play some more games with you. In the meantime,
Great.
all of
Next
you
week.
all of you watching, we love you so much. You come back next week because this is the start again of the Gallant Horde Season 2. Yeah!
Ah!
Which is going to be absolutely awesome. But in the meantime, you guys have a very good day, a very good time zone. We'll see you around. Bye!
Bye.